All right, so basically, this is a bit embarrassing. What happened was I filmed an entire video. I don't know for how long I was talking about, but I didn't have my microphone turned on, so that was hilarious. There's a little green light right here, and I missed it because it's bright as fuck. So basically, just film some content that my editors are going to be filming up. They're going through a selection process. So yeah, hopefully they're going to be doing well. I'm going to pick one of them to edit my videos. There's going to be 20 videos a month in the beginning, and then probably going to go up from there. Maybe even raise the price if they do a good job. So yeah, point is, I wanted to talk about some little quick updates and so on. So update number one, I'm back doing content and stuff, which is cool. I was supposed to be doing this in August, and I didn't do it. So yeah, now I am here. I was editing a long form YouTube video last night, even though I wasn't supposed to, because I got really excited and I was supposed to only do the rough cut on it to save some time. And I was supposed to go to the gym, but when the one thing led to another, I did the rough cut and I did the animations and basically I did the entire video. And I was like, oh shit, oh it's pretty late. I should go to the gym and check the time. The gym is closed already. I was like, oh, ain't that funny? So yeah. Anyways, basically the video is ready. I just need to make a thumbnail today. I have to make a sample edit of one of these videos today too to show the video editors what I want from them. And yeah, client wise, things are doing pretty okay. I remember that my goal was to at the end of 2025 to be making at least bare minimum 5K a month profit, which I already did 1 month, but this month is not going to be it. So yeah, that's cool. I remember I did 8.6K. Well, technically 8.7K. It was like, if I remember, $8,690. So about 8.7K revenue. Profit wise, it was 5K for me specifically. But it was for videos that I didn't even edit. I just told people what to do. But in any case, that was a nice project, and we're going to be getting more. I don't know how big or how small they're going to be, but I do know we're going to be getting more in November and January. So my guys have something to look forward to, and so do I. But anyways, I need to get more clients because the thing is, the gaps in time that I do have, the only cloud in the sky has covered the sun for a little bit, and it's back. But yeah, the little time that I do have left when I'm not editing client videos is I make this content, or to be honest, I do procrastinate in some place. I just can't remember where now. But point being, I want to get more clients so I can earn more money. Not that I need more money. I'm doing pretty well. I'll actually be buying a car. It's gonna be a Lada. I don't know which one. I have two ones that I'm like checking on. Both cost about a 3K. I could spend more money on a nice car, but the thing is, I don't drive anywhere, so I don't need a car. And all my friends told me, look, you need a car that is, um, uh, I forgot the English, petroleum, gas, not benzene car. Because if I get a diesel, because I don't drive long distances or I don't use the car often, I would much better off be with a benzene car, which is a Lada, and also rear wheel drive. And also another thing is most cars that I drive, actually just in general, driving cars for me is a usually miserable experience. I find it extremely fucking boring. It's exhausting. Even it feels like a chore. And what I do is usually after a long drive, I give myself a snack because I just don't like driving. I don't know why that is. I don't have any like driving related trauma or whatever. But point is, it just like, I don't know. I just don't like it. However, with extreme exception of driving go karts, and I started to look into like cars I would probably want to buy because eventually I'm gonna need a car. Because once in a while I do need to go somewhere, and to be honest, I just want a Lada. I've always wanted one, but I never had a reason to buy one, and now I do, which is actually unrelatedly a decent car for me in my situation because it doesn't require much maintenance. It's a benzene car and it's rear wheel drive. So yeah, I mean, what a funny coincidence. So I mean, I'm eyeing two specifically, one in communist red and the other one in dark cherry red. Both cars are in really good shape, at least on the going through their history. My friend who's a mechanic, well, training to be a mechanic, but he already does mechanic work on the side. He went through that history. He like checked everything as much as he can without actually being there, and he said like, pretty good actually. There's nothing really bad about it. So yeah, point is we're gonna be going checking it out probably next week even, hopefully. I just need to take out the rest of the amount in cash because these deals happen in cash. I don't like just send it over because the government blah blah blah. So yeah, I have to take some money out and go buy that fucking car. So yeah, that's cool, I guess. Um, what else I wanted to say? Uh, yeah, I don't really, I can't remember anything else to say really. But yeah, I want to make more money more consistently. 5K a month would be nice. Right now, I'm hovering around 3K, except actually no, this month would be a bit less because um, actually, well, I mean technically, yeah. The point is, it's going to be a bit less. I don't think it's actually going to. Actually, no, it might be 3K. Depending. Well, I'm in the middle of the fucking month. It's the 18th, so I can't really say. But yeah, this month is going to be less. September was crazy though, 8.7K almost. Nice, nice. Revenue, revenue, profit. That's fine, but still, it's almost 10K, which is crazy that that's even possible. Because I remember when I was just starting out, I was thinking about like, man, what would I do with that money? And the truth is, I don't do jack shit with my money. I earn on average, about 2.5 to 3K a month, and that's like being conservative. That's mine. That's not taking in any bonuses. That's not taking in any extras, stuff like that. That is just base income. I don't even spend that money. I spend literally about $1,000 on living expenses. That's rent, utilities, food, fucking occasional things that I need to buy for the house. About $1,000 a month. I make triple that, and most of that money just goes into my savings, which I'm planning. One thing I'm going to do next year, I'm going to take investing really seriously. I'm going to make some sort of dollar cost averaging investment plan, but I think I'm going to go with a pretty aggressive portfolio while I'm young. So there's probably going to be some Bitcoin involved. There's probably going to be some technology stocks involved, AI, all this open AI, fucking stocks, Intel, fucking Nvidia, like technology. It's like 50%. I would say 50% aggressive, and the other 50% in just like I don't know an S&P 500 probably. So yeah, I hope the video is still going instead of like last time it just cut off in the middle because I didn't have my microphone turned on. I gotta take a piss and I'm hungry, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's enough for now. See you. Okay, so basically I kind of woke up in a kind of late. Was in a pretty shitty mood because, well, number one, I didn't have that much sleep, and when I opened up my Slack, it's a fucking burning shit fire mess. So yeah, point is, some ad shit went down. I don't really mean to go into that many details, but point is, it's kind of annoying. I had to redo some ads because they just didn't give me enough information. Blah blah blah, some back and forth. I just talked to myself like a madman so I could get those emotions out and actually focus on the work. But funny thing is, just finished up with that. Still got some ads to do. Actually got a lot of fucking things to do. Yesterday was a I also stayed up pretty long, pretty late, just so I could edit some videos, and yeah, it was exhausting. So yeah. Point is, I got a lot of fucking things to do, and I just feel like I'm constantly just running out of time. I don't even have time to unwind. Last night I went to sleep at like 2 in the fucking morning. Also, one thing that did happen this morning, which was crazy, was I woke up at like shit, fucking 8:30, 9, something around there. I could not get out of bed for at least half an hour. Got up, went through my usual routine, and then I was like, I just walked to the kitchen. And here's the thing, because it's getting kind of cold, especially this morning, it is pretty cold. It was like, man, the hallway's pretty cold, and I go to the kitchen, man, it's kind of fucking warm in here. I was like, damn, did the radiator like finally heat up or something? I touched the radiator, it's not warm at all. I was like, what the fuck, why is it so warm in this kitchen? So I'm walking around trying to figure it out. I was like, oh shit, did I leave the oven on? Wait, I don't remember using the oven, so I was like, what the fuck? It's like, no, oven's cold. And then I realized, I left my fucking gas stove on with a burning flame on my pan all night. Yeah, I'm amazed something horrible didn't happen. So yeah, that's why it was so warm in the kitchen. The pan was searing hot. Like I took it off. I was scared to even put it on the water. I thought it was gonna explode. So yeah, that happened. Yeah, so that's how tired I was last night. Besides that, I want to talk about some work things. I'm gonna be ramping up the amount of fucking work I do
a lot. Because here's the thing, I'm finally slowly getting the motivation back to really go hard in my business. Because here's the thing, the past like 3-4 months even, I just kind of like took my foot off the gas. I was like, yeah, I did the things I needed to do, and I was earning more and more, besides the exception of one project that I did, which was a whole different dilemma. I literally did not put that much effort into my work as of late. And yeah, now I'm doing a lot more ads. I'm doing other client videos. I'm gonna be working on getting new clients and building out my team. I have to because I have one editor, and then I have two more editors who are gonna be doing content for me myself. So both of them are on a paid trial right now. I have to pay them 50% upfront. But the problem is, one is from Nigeria and the other guy is from Pakistan. So I almost threw up. What the fuck was that? Give me a second. Oh, whatever. So, point is, one is from Pakistan, one is from Nigeria, so I can't use PayPal or Stripe. One guy wants me to pay him in Bitcoin, and the other guy wants me to use some fucking payment processing software I've never heard of in my life. So, yeah, I have to figure that shit out tomorrow as well. And now, this is a good reminder, damn, this business shit is actually a lot of fucking work. But, besides just ranting, I got some good fucking news. A guy actually sent me the... Let me check WhatsApp. He sent me a picture, I haven't checked it yet, so this is going to be a live reaction. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. And... okay, never mind, he found the keys. So, yeah, point is, I'm buying a car, I'm buying the Lada from the guy, which, to be honest, last night when I checked it out, it was pretty cool. I liked it. It's gonna have some work done on it, because the door is kind of fucked. Okay, problem is, all technical stuff is working great. For a Lada in that age, it's lived through a fucking lot, but it's in decent condition. All technical stuff. I remember the first Lada I checked out, visually, it looked nice from the outside, but that was about it. The inner console was covered in stickers, and it was like, when took it off, it was horribly done. The panel was cracked. There was a lot. That lot also would have a lot of work done, and to be honest, I would not be able to get the price down low enough for me to justify putting in the work. Plus, I was scared about the technicals because it made an obnoxious rocking noise because there was something wrong. He told me, oh, it's probably the filter, but I had my mechanical friend with me. He was like, look, he said, yeah, it could be the filter, but it could be a number of other problems. And to be honest, I did not have a good gut feeling about that car. So I skipped out on it. The car's color was beautiful. It was dark cherry red, but besides that, nothing else on it, and weird history too. But yeah, the second lot I checked out, nice communist red, beautiful car. The paint job on it was done by some lazy guy, so there's kind of fuck ups there. It's not that it's really bad, but it's like there's a lot of places where you need to touch up. And the inside of it, the salon of the car, the console is great, everything else on it works except I think the clock, which it's probably not that hard of a fix, honestly. It doesn't have a radio, so that's going to be one upgrade I'm going to be doing to it. But yeah, the chairs need to be remade. It has a, back then, supposedly a pretty rare one. It was like baby blue, navy blue. Like, it was dark when we went to check it out, I can't really say. But nice blue interior, but the chairs are a bit fucked up. They would have to get sewn or re-sewn or redone. I'm not sure yet what we're going to do with it. I like to keep them because... I didn't mind the color. The carpet too, probably gonna have to get that cleaned. It's also like the same color blue, and I had blue doors, the inner blue doors, which most of them were fine except one. One of them is pretty fucked up, and to be honest, that would have to be completely replaced. And if I replace one of them, I'm gonna replace all of them, because apparently the blue doors, that's a fucking rarity now. You can't even find them. So yeah, I'm probably gonna change all of the doors to black, maybe gray. I'm not sure yet. Red maybe, that wouldn't look too bad either. But good thing for a lot of the parts for them are not expensive. They're pretty fucking cheap, most of them, with the exception of some really specific parts. Most of them are pretty cheap. So yeah, that's that. Anyways, it's gonna be one hell of a project. We did the math, about $1,000 I'm gonna spend to make the car ready for winter and make it actually like really, not really, but really nice to drive around. But then I'm gonna be doing more upgrades, so about 1,500 I'm gonna put into the car, and it's something I'm actually looking forward to because I want to do something on my Sundays. Because what I do on Sundays usually is I wake up, I can't decide what to do because I force myself not to work on Sundays, but I do work anyways. I work from like morning till like 1 till lunchtime, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna play some video games or something. I play for an hour, half an hour max. I get sick of it pretty fast, and then I don't know, I just watch YouTube videos. Like, I don't do anything. I want something fun to do. And I want to work on that car myself. I want to learn more of the mechanical side of cars, the classic cars, how to maintain one. I want to learn some of these stuff. Because the thing is, I really want to get into cars, but for most of my life, I could not give a flying fuck about cars because I never enjoyed driving them. Then again, I didn't grow up with cars, so it's a bit different there. So yeah, it's going to be something that I'm going to look forward to. It's going to be a new hobby of mine. I really do hope it's work out because I'm putting 3K on this car. That I still need to put another K in, so 4K for the car to get ready for winter. And yeah, I mean, that's that. I don't really have anything else really to say, specifically about the car. So when I get it, then that'll be nice. I saw it yesterday, of course. The guy has to go through teknisk because it just ended. And yeah, once he does it, I go pick it up, I buy it from him, give him the cash. I don't know how much I can negotiate the price because, to be honest, compared to the first lot, it's in really good technical condition. The gear shifting was smooth, the pedals were nicer, like it just worked better. Like, I had a better gut feeling about it. Like, the only real thing I don't really like about this specific Lada is one of the doors is fucked and the chairs need to be resewn. But technical side, all good. The previous one, I would have to change the front glass, I would have changed the side glass, I would have to change a fucking lot. I did not like the fucked up panel inside. Like, it would have, point is, both, I'm just talking about this because here's the thing, a lot of in general, you are not gonna get one in perfect condition. That is just impossible to get one in my country, at least, yeah? So, best thing is you get one as in good condition as you can and then you work on it. Now, one thing about me is that since I don't actually need my car for anything, really, so I could technically keep it in a garage and just work on it on the weekends or whatever. My friend has a garage that we're probably gonna use, and it will be super fucking fun on Sundays or whatever to go work on that car. And learn a bunch of shit on it because I want something to do on Sundays, and this will be fun. Plus, I really want to drive a nice lot around. So yeah, one thing I do need an add the next estimator. I need to make a list of the shit I need to, which is about like at least 10 things that I need to get on this car. But thankfully, all the parts are fucking cheap. So yeah, my friend, we did the math. It's about $1,000 plus 20% on anything. It was the $1,000 already, 20%. I have to get the winter tires. I have to get a bunch of shit, but it's not going to be that expensive. Just about $1,000 to get it ready for winter. Like, get it really good and ready for winter. Need to wax it. Need to fucking spray it with a coat, protective coat. Touch up on some spots, and yeah. So yeah, that's about the car. That's going to be pretty fun. But yeah, I got a lot of work to do. So that's enough for now. See you. Yo, so basically, I'm gonna quickly heat up some food because I'm starving. I haven't eaten jack shit. Today's diet consisted of 2 carbonadas, and my next piece of diet is gonna be another 2 carbonadas. So yeah, I have to go to the store. I have to go to the store and get some food. Well, that's kind of wrong. I do have food, but I don't have the time to make actual food like potatoes and everything. I just keep eating a bunch of these fucking things, and I'm running out of sauce, which, God forbid I run out of sauce. I can't stand that shit. So yeah. Anyways, I'm tired, but I still got a lot of work. It's about like almost 9. So yeah. But man, I am pretty fucking hungry. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, hopefully I don't leave the stove on again. Let me heat up these carbonadas and then yap a little bit. Whew. Man, okay, so finished up editing some ads. I gotta do 2 more. I got 2 more revisions. I gotta do two separate project revisions. Then I have to figure out a payment processing method to my video editors, and I have to plan tomorrow
and I was supposed to actually follow up on some emails, but I didn't get around to doing that. I have a feeling there's gonna be a lot of fucking revisions, which, there's these little things that irritate me, like, a lot, which, looking back, I mean, then again, I don't know if it's their fault or is it mine or what, but for example, let me give you one situation. So, just now, I got some revisions for another project, and they sent me the guidelines for the video that. Okay, so a bit of context. I'm gonna yap a bit, but a bit of context. So I was sent. My instructions for one video was literally they said, mash up, do what you do. That's it. That's pretty much it. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what it said. I was given zero instructions, nothing, no guidelines, nothing, jack shit. And then I do the videos, I post them on the thingy, and then it's like, oh, we need revisions. Okay, yeah, well, nothing big. And then they just send me, I kid you not, like some ChatGPT fucking long ass list of guidelines. I was like, wow, this would have been nice when, I'm editing the video, like I would have these before. And then they give like really short turnaround times when it needs to be done. I was like, okay, look, number one, you gave me free will to do what I want with the video. That doesn't mean I don't expect changes. But then you send me a guideline after I made the video, which pretty much makes me have to redo the entire thing from scratch. Because, the entire concept of it or whatever doesn't work. And also another thing, a bunch of these guidelines that they send me go completely against what the people are talking about in the video. Which means that the guidelines came after the instructions were sent to the video, but I can't make shit out of thin air. I can only cut and add. Not even cut and add, cut and rearrange. I can't add shit that isn't there. I mean, yeah, you can do AI voices and stuff like that, but then it ruins the entire video. Then I'm not doing the UGC because I specifically said that I have to take these two concepts, mix them together, and do whatever the fuck I want with that. I did that, and they're not happy. So the problem is they didn't want to write the brief for me to do it, but then they wanted a specific outcome that I could not know what I wanted. So that's pretty much what I'm kind of mad about. But then again, I kind of understand now how complex the system and this entire machine is. And things like that do slip through the cracks. But the problem is they keep slipping through the cracks, and I have to keep putting up this, keep taking on the slack of basically jobs that I don't need to do. Well, not that I don't need to do, but I shouldn't have to do. And like cost effectiveness, because I'm also running a business, I have to think about it. Like, okay, I spent an entire fucking day doing this specific type of shit, and at the end of the day, I earned this amount of money. If I were to do this thing instead, I would have earned more money and I would go to bed on time. So, what the fuck, why do I keep doing this? Now, about the ads, I keep doing them because I keep learning new things, I keep learning new strategies, AI, a bunch of this other bullshit. But to be honest, I don't know how good of a client doing the ad work is, because when you do, at the end of the day, when you do the math, plus the revisions, that's not even counting the revision time, it just doesn't really add up. And plus, with this one specific client, I have to keep fucking bumping it up about like the invoices and so on. Like, yo, have you paid the invoice yet? Yo, have you done like you keep fucking bumping it up. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on over there in the. What the hell is this guy doing? This motherfucker is picking like some sort of bulbs outside my house. What the fuck is he doing? Whatever, let them do what they do. But yeah, point is, that's what I'm mad about. I don't really know what about it, and I don't know. Point is, I don't know. It's like, okay, this one client, with the exception of the knowledge, let's say just looking from a purely client perspective, those $1,000 a month on average that I get through the projects, honestly, maybe now I still hang on to the client because it's consistent work. But to be honest, I don't think this is a long-term thing unless like I change the things I do there. Because just editing the ads and the new policies that we have to do, the new fucking you have to like do the ads with the new algorithm. It's like it's so much more work than it's worth.
at least money wise, because I'm keeping this on because I want to learn a bunch of these ad things. But then again, like, I don't know how much I'm actually learning. I'm just doing a bunch of shit, and every time I'm like, yo, how do we do this? How do we do that? There's like, I want to learn also how to run some of the back end stuff, not just like the video editing part, because there's more to ads than just, you know, the videos. I want to learn how to like manage this entire operation, which that they having a huge problem about, is that they don't really know how to do that either. So yeah. Anyways, about middle of the day, I got hit with a wave of inspiration about you know, building out my own company and blah blah blah, some vague goals and dreams and whatnot. By the way, carbonadas with a bit of honey on top. Bro, this shit fucking slaps. You can't see it on the camera, but carbonadas, some honey, some parsley. Man, this shit good. Sorry for yelling. This is fucking hilarious. You gotta see this. So this is my kitchen, and for what, the 2 last days, because I've been in such a hurry of eating and getting back to work, what I do is I take a plate, put it there, eat, and when I have a new plate, I just literally push this plate there and just put in another one. So yeah, and this is my fucking sink. It's filled to the brim. I have not had a lot of fucking time doing anything else, I guess. So yeah, this is literally my life now, at least for right now. So that's some water. I'm thirsty as shit. I'm gonna have to do some revisions, do the payment stuff. If I finish that up, hopefully I can go to bed on well, not 2 in the fucking morning. That would be nice. I would like to go to bed on time, but my sleep schedule has been completely fucked as of late. And yeah, that's just the reality, I guess. But, you know, sacrifices gotta be made. Or some shit like that. I'm not entirely sure. I'm still going through it. I've been bouncing around the idea of me going on a cut. Because as of late, I have so little time to eat. And I was like, you know what, fuck, I might as well just kill 2 birds with 1 stone and just not eat pretty much anything. And start cutting. But then again, my goal was to get to 95 shredded. But right now I'm 95 fat. So, yeah, that's that, I guess. I would like some fresh vegetables, but I haven't been to the store. Oh, I do love me some carbonara. Delicious. So yeah, this is the reality of running a small business, I guess. Anything but the 9 to 5, huh? I genuinely think that a lot of people would not hate a 9 to 5. It's just like, if you have a completely dogshit job, then yeah. But honestly, a 9 to 5 is not that bad. To be honest, at least in the beginning, 9 to 5 people have way more freedom than entrepreneurs do. Because you just clock in and clock out. Once you've clocked out, the fuck, you don't do shit. You do whatever you want, go to the gym, I don't know, hang out with your friends, your family, your girlfriend, whatever. You can just turn your job brain off. I guess high paying jobs would be the best category then. I don't know shit about high paying jobs. I've never had one. This shit is so good. Legit, the honey carbonara combo is fire. Why am I yapping about this? No one's gonna watch this. Yeah, Slack sometimes pisses me off. But anyways, some interesting news. I talked with one of the video editing guys. I remember talking about the payment. I thought it was gonna be a fucking nightmare, but apparently this guy just knows something called Remitly. And honestly, payment to Pakistan, that was so fucking simple. And the conversion rate on it is actually not that bad. And the fee that I got was pretty low, and it got waived. So yeah. Anyway, this guy is basically telling me you can do a bunch of work for cheap, and yeah, because it's Pakistan. That's not the main thing, but point is we talked about him maybe setting up a team and so on, because I'm planning to have a huge huge amount of work coming my way once I start doing more of the outreach stuff. And if I can offload the good quality work to these people, at least the good chunk of it, and then I could do most of the managing and deadlines and more of the overall strategy, then this would work out pretty nice, because I even told them, like, look, you can manage these people easily, you can take a percentage of their paycheck, you can manage your own team, I just tell you what I need and so on, and I just outsource it, and I just make one single payment a month to this one guy and call it a fucking day, so I don't need to manage each person individually, plus they speak their own language, so it's going to be way easier for them to communicate, and yeah. Yes, well, I'll keep an eye out on the local talent here. Get to meet many here and there occasionally. So now, okay, basically, nice. So yeah, basically, he's gonna keep an eye out for some talent. If they're good, they're gonna send them my way. I bring them easily the work. And here's the thing: I'm probably gonna be doing multiple trials for these people, because here's the thing. Sadly, Pakistani, Indian, like that category of people, especially in the video editing sphere, do not have a good reputation for work quality. And at least, especially in my experience, I'm not just saying that for the sake of saying it. I have been a video editor for multiple fucking years now. I have worked with these people. I have been on both sides. I've helped in teams of these people. I have some experience. Point is, I have some experience. In my general experience, most of the time you really need to prove their work, because it's not always good, and especially spelling mistakes. They have a lot of spelling mistakes. However, I do know a couple of people, Pakistanis, who are fucking making a killing. Like, there's a couple of people, Salman, there's one guy I know, he's from Pakistan, and he's making a killing, 10k a month easily, video. That's revenue, but I don't know how much profit it is, but point is, that's in Pakistan. 10k a month is huge money. That's huge money in anywhere in the world, really, but fucking Pakistan, Jesus. You're a king there. He bought some land and he's building a church on it last time I was speaking to him. So, yeah, anyways, point is, things are coming along nicely. If this works out and I can offload some work to him, that would really easily open a lot of opportunities for me. So, inexpensive, somewhat convenient way to offload work. However, time zone and language barriers and direct management, that is something that I'm kind of worried about, because managing even one or two people right now, I find it kind of difficult. But in any case, once I have like 3 or 4 people, 5 people even, then it's gonna be kind of crazy. So yeah. So far, anyways, to be honest, I like this guy a bit more than Tayo, even though I've known Tayo for a little longer. This guy he's making a lot of effort into making this stuff work. Also, Tayo, for some reason, just isn't responding to me. Like, he just responds to me once in a while. I'm not sure what's going on. But in any case, after the trial is done, only then I'll know if everything worked, like if who I'm gonna hire. But right now, the Pakistani guy, Javed, I can't pronounce names. Nobody can pronounce my name either, so I just call myself Mick. But yeah, point is, this guy is. Yeah, this guy's in university, so. Funniest part is, I am the youngest person. around here, so that's kind of funny. mm, okay, cool. So yeah, he's calling it quits for today. He's gonna go study, and yeah, that's cool. Anyways, actually, let me check something. Let me check my Stripe. Because if I'm not schizophrenic, I think, oh yeah, I got paid. That's cool. One of my invoices got paid from Walt Monkey, one of the clients that I'm finally cutting my deals with. Funny enough, I sent her the message about like bumping up my invoice, and he got paid, but she hasn't read the message. So yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, what about what's going on in Epic Ads Lab? Epic Ads Lab. That's been kind of a nightmare for today, and they haven't responded, so I'm gonna call it quits for tonight too. Now, I'd like to eat some food, but to be honest, I have ate pretty much everything in my house. So I'm probably gonna try to edit this video together real quick, and but then again, I can't be bothered. Oddly enough, I'm done by 9:32. Jeez, I'm done today. That's pretty fast. For the past, like, I don't know, week, I've been done with work around like 1 or 2 in the morning. My sleep has been completely fucked because of it, which is funny enough because as of recently, I made a video on my Instagram talking about how important sleep is for a video editor. And now I'm over here completely fucking over my sleep schedule just so I can get my work done and going basically against the things I was talking about. So, yeah, point is, I gotta fucking unwind a little bit. I wanna, fuck, now that I have this much time, what do? Eat something? Read a book? Make a list of car parts I need to buy? Shit, man. Oh, God. I am so fucking exhausted. I gotta flex a little. You know, I'm not gonna make an excuse that the lighting is bad or whatever. I just got on a bit fat. But I don't know if I should cut or what, but I've reached 95 kilos, even though I don't look like that. But the thing is, I'm average height, or actually every year I'm becoming shorter and shorter. I used to be 186. Then last time I measured, I was 185, and then the last time I measured, I was 184.5. So I'm literally losing a centimeter pretty much every time I go to the doctor to check up. And yeah, cool. Let me show you something. That's some cash coming in, baby. I love the sound of invoices getting paid somewhat on time. There's actually a couple more invoices that haven't been paid yet. One for 420, another one for 750. Oh, so only 2 unpaid invoices. Great. It's not bad. Oh yeah, and there's another invoice I'm gonna be sending out pretty soon because we had one fucking intensive week. There's gonna be another 835. Then, oh yeah, well, October is wrapping up, so I gotta send out this month's invoice for the ads, which I still haven't gotten any content from Cami about the Wolf project, which means, let me quickly check how much actually, there was a lot. Video, mixed media, clients, Cami, done, October, 4. So there's 5 in here. 2 in here, that's
7, 8, and 9, plus another one that I'll probably have to do tomorrow once I get the feedback. So 10, that's done right now before the end of the month, which is, calculator please. $650. So yeah, not as good as previously. I already had the suspicion, but because there was a huge fucking delay on me hiring people, and also for like about a week, they couldn't send me any projects because I was busy doing with other clients and a bunch of other shit. But yeah, that's that, I guess. Man, I'm fucking tired. I like to go to bed on time. I want to wake up not at 8:30 or 9. Because I keep waking up at exactly that fucking... Like, today was brutal. I woke up at like 9:10, somewhere around that. I was so exhausted, I could not get out of bed. I just laid in bed trying to fall asleep again for like at least half an hour until I said, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? I gotta get to work. So I did that. Man, I could do the laundry. I can finally have time to do. Oh shit! I gotta do the dishes. That's what I'm gonna do today. What fun activities for the evening now. Yeah. So do the dishes tomorrow. Oh, actually, depending if the guy does the technical, I'll probably have to go pick up the car. The guy. He sent me a picture of car keys because we were talking about it. He changed the car keys, like the starter key, and yeah, basically there's a separate key that you need to close the shit. It can be easily fixed, but yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be cool. Hopefully tomorrow I can pick it up. If not, then next week. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's cool. What else? Yeah, I gotta fucking get some more clients because if this guy can really, as he says, he can take up a lot more work. And from what I saw from the video quality that he sent me as the sample, as just a free sample, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's look, I don't want to flatter myself. I can edit a little bit better, but he's not that far off from what I can do. And to be honest, with a couple of training and some motivation with some cash, I think this guy could make a pretty solid editor to the team. So, yeah. Anyways, I had to do something. Oh, right, I have to pay my other video editor friend. But at the end of the month, I'm going to have to go through the invoicing process. And also, me and David talked about the program that I've completely forgotten about, the software. We're going to have to do some updates on it because I like to actually use it for invoicing. Because as of right now, it's been kinda stale. it hasn't done much because there was a bug that kind of ruined half of it. Because here's the thing, it's cool for just regular videos, but the main problem is I like to have it pretty concise and also count the folders for ads, because ad deals that I have with the client is one ad with 5 hooks. So I can't count videos. I mean, technically I could count videos, but just divided by 5. But you know, changes happen. So one video needs 1 extra hook. This one other has like -1 hook because it wasn't provided or something. So like basically the program would be very nice if you could just count folders instead. But it needs to be a check mark and so on. So I have to talk about that, but. There's so many fucking things to do. It just doesn't end. The work just doesn't fucking end. If anything, I felt like I remember I had this delusion. Yo, I'm gonna hire an editor and everything's gonna be fine and dandy. I'm gonna have to do way less work and just sit back and relax. If anything, the amount of work I have to do has went up, but also my leverage has finally went up because I kept complaining that my leverage was linear, as in like how many hours I work is that much how much I get paid. I can raise how much I get paid per hour, but it's still stuck with how much time I spend per day editing. But now that I can deploy other video editors to edit videos for me, I can focus on other things that bring me more customers, bring me more clients, hopefully do bigger deals and do monthly retainers instead of per video projects, because I like to have something a bit more concrete. Sadly, one deal with the client that we agreed on a price, it just never worked out. I'm pretty sure the guy, I don't know what happened. The guy is dead, maybe? I don't know. Why do I keep getting spam on fucking Colin Matthews? Let me check this. This one client with a YouTube channel, he stopped uploading, we started talking, and he just completely disappeared off the face of the earth. So... Oh, ain't that funny? I just went on his YouTube channel, and after not posting for months upon months, he made a video 8 days ago, and then 3 days ago, and then 1 day ago. I mean,
told you that you 30 days. If you're new to the channel, my name is Colin Matthew Dedeli, and I read Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was just 13 years old. I became obsessed with all things credit and finance investing. I even followed in Robert Kiyosaki's footsteps and enlisted in the Marine Corps when I turned 18, where I witnessed firsthand what Rich Dad talked about in his book that they...
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So he is alive and well. I was quite worried that he was dead because, you know, he disappeared off the face of the earth. But yeah, I guess he just started videos again. They are edited, but like average editing. So yeah, whatever. Just take the hit on the chin, maybe. These things happen. They're just part of business, honestly. So yeah. Anyways, what I wanted to talk about, I completely forgot. Now that I have all this free time, I have a whole whopping 2 hours and 2 hours and 18 minutes before I have to. I don't even think I could fall asleep that early because I fucked up my sleep schedule for so long that now I fall asleep at like 2 in the morning. So maybe what I can do is I eat some food. I'm gonna have to fucking find something to eat. I've eaten pretty much everything I have at my house. I do have one protein pudding, but I'll like to keep that for later. That's more of a dessert. That's a good fucking question. What do I eat? I got nothing. I got those pelmeni that have been frozen for a long time, but I don't have any sour cream or mayonnaise. So I don't want to eat just fucking raw pelmeni, no sauce. Or maybe I don't eat anything. What a dilemma. So, yeah, that's enough for now. See you. Sorry, I've just woken up. It is 9:23 in the morning. I fell asleep at maybe 2 in the morning. I just could not sleep. I did all the things. Before midnight, I turned off my PC. I was just reading a book until at least midnight when I started feeling a bit drowsy, so I went to bed. I couldn't, for 1 hour, I just tussled in the bed, could not fall asleep. Opened my phone to check the time, so it was like 1 in the morning something. So I just started watching YouTube. One thing after another. I watched the entire Top Gear special of Vietnam on motorbikes. It's a good special, by the way. Finished that, went back to bed, and eventually at some point I did fall asleep. So yeah, I haven't slept well. I don't actually feel all that well either. I'm not sure what it is. My stomach, or specifically like the chest area and like stomach, that part is like it's fucking bloated. I can't explain it. I feel fucking weird. I feel kind of ill. Cold. Yeah, that's that. I if this is gonna continue, I think I'm probably gonna try to take the day off. Of course, I have to do some payment stuff for my editors, but it's nothing crazy. I could literally finish up everything like 1 hour. Not the payment, just like all the stuff that I kind of need to do today. But to be honest, like I had to do script today, but I already wrote the script. I have to film some videos, and I'll be doing that tomorrow if I feel well. I don't know what the fuck happened, but man,
I kind of feel like shit. So yeah, I'm gonna see how I feel. Maybe I can pull some work through, maybe not. About the revisions, I was expecting a fucking avalanche of revisions from these people, but I have received absolutely zero notice about any of the ads. Let me check just in case. Yeah, jack shit. Not one fucking thing about this has been. And yeah, then that one didn't even have a ticket. So until they even tell me anything, there's nothing urgent for me to do. Let me check a sign on Instagram. Maybe they nothing messages Stefan. No, that's just Florian. One of my old buddies way back when I was just starting out, we actually started working together, and but then we went our separate ways. He was more interested in trading. Some things happened in his personal life that I don't really want to get into. So we both went our separate ways, and he seems to be doing fine. He wants to start a YouTube channel, filming vlogs and so on. He said he's going to be going to Paris with a couple of friends with a supercar or something, and I'm staying in some hotel. Now, here's the thing: I don't actually know what he does anymore. I've asked him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I run a trading group or hedge fund or something like that." I know what they do, but like I couldn't find any like hedge fund. I could not find any information. So I genuinely do not know what he does besides like some investing. Mm. Oh, fuck. I can't even think. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I do have a theory. My diet as of the past 3 days, especially the past 3 days, when my sleep has been the most fucked, has literally consisted of the most random fucking. Okay. I'm gonna try to remember exactly what I ate. Okay. Yesterday, no, it wasn't yesterday. That was the day before yesterday when I was looking for the car. I woke up, didn't eat shit till about 1 when I had to go catch the train. So what I did was I ate protein pudding. That was it. Got the Riga, we checked out the first car, checked the first car, then I ate his burgers because we had to go to the next car immediately. We did not have time to actually eat anything proper. So I had a crunchy chicken burger at his burgers. It was really good. And it's honestly the only food item, with the exception of fries, like actual like food item, that does not make me feel like shit afterwards. Like I don't have any reaction to it. So I ate that, pretty good. Honestly, I ate the burger and I was still starving. I didn't even check shit all day. So we went to go check out the car. We honestly we were there pretty late. I don't know. We got back at maybe 10 or something. Then I was editing a video for a client. Finished up about like 1:30 in the morning. Then I was starving. So I cooked up a quesadilla with no cheese, no sauce, like no mayo at least. I had the chili sauce, but that was it. So it was pretty bland. Ate that. Went back to bed. Woke up. The stove was still on, and yeah, I turned it off. I didn't eat breakfast, I think. Then lunchtime rolled around. I ate an apple. Yeah, I ate an apple, and that's it. Then went back to work. finished up work, ate two, not finished up at lunchtime or something. I ate 2 carbonades with sauce. And then for dinner, I think I filmed the video that this video is actually going to be a part of, is I ate another 2 carbonades, completely identical, nothing has changed. So yeah, my diet has not been the best as of late. My body is probably finally yelling like, yo, can I get some actual fucking nutrients for once? I need to get some vegetables. I really fucking love vegetables. I need to get some fucking mayo because I'm out of it and I've been running on like some fucking weird ass sauce. Honestly, the biggest task for today, besides paying whatever it is gonna take like 5 minutes, is quite literally just fucking survive. Man, what the fuck happened? I was doing somewhere fine yesterday. Woke up at 9:20 something. Tired as shit. I feel like I feel bloated. But not like in a bloated way like you ate a lot of food, but bloated in like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Anyways, I'm gonna go through my morning routine before I lose my mind. Day off. I'm doing quite literally jack shit except talking to my client, and my decision to go balls to the wall next week and getting new clients and so on is probably the right move, because the thing is I had a long conversation with my main biggest client, which basically he's really upset at YouTube, and he literally says he wants to monetize YouTube in a way so in the future he doesn't need to make any videos anymore because he's so sick of it, of dealing with these people and so on, that he pretty much wants to quit his main YouTube channel whenever he gets the chance. Now the thing is, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be out of a job because of this one client. Not really, but point is I have to start thinking long term as well. And next week, going hard in doing the video editing and the outreach and so on. To be honest, I don't think I'm gonna do the YouTube videos. I'm just gonna do fucking outreach because that is the method that I know the best, that works the best. And to be honest, I think within 1 week of 2 weeks of doing it pretty hard, I'll probably start getting on to sales calls and so on. And hopefully that goes all well. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go check out another car because I had a conversation with the guy with the red car, and he said that look, I have this one car that I want to go check out, and he said okay, look, I just did the Technisca, it's fine. Either you pick it up or I call up another guy saying that it's ready. The thing is gonna still be there. Whoever picks it up first wins, pretty much, yeah. And the thing is, I'm gonna go check out that car tomorrow. If that isn't the right one, then fuck, I don't know. Here's the thing: I want to get the right one. I want to get one that I genuinely really like. And to be honest, the red one is gonna need a lot of work before I can drive around. At least in the interior, the chairs need to be resewn. The carpet needs to be redone, so on. A technical standpoint is good. It's in really decent shape. It does need to be repainted, though. It is the right nice color, but not repainted. There needs to be some touch-up spots. But mostly I'm concerned about the inside and the doors. Those are the biggest problem with that car. There's this new car that I'm checking out. Everything seems to be fine. Technical is fine. He did say that Tekniska is gonna end soon. So I'm gonna need to change out. I don't remember if that's just for passing Tekniska or just in general. I need to change the amortizator, which my friend said is not that big of a deal. You can probably do it no problem. And yeah, if so, then I'm gonna be buying it for $200 extra. Plus, I need to fix the part, but everything else about it seems fine. I like the wheels on it. I like most of it, and also the license plate is MM, which is pretty cool for me. Actually, it's MM6989.
So like Mikus Media, and then 69 funny number. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's honestly one of the, oddly enough, it's kind of a like a, it's 15% of the reason why I want that one specifically. Now the color is gonna have to be repainted. It's like, look, I asked my friend, like, okay, how much work does it actually take to this? Because here's the thing, I think I shot over my head a little bit by saying the red one, and that I'm gonna be working on it and doing all the restoration work, which will be nice. But the thing is, it's gonna take forever. It's not something that you do over a weekend and you fix everything else. So yeah, I just got a notification. The guy sent me a voice message. So yeah. Anyways, how much work does it include? Because the thing is, I don't know how much time I will actually have, because I think I'm busy as fuck already. Yeah, but now that I'm gonna go balls to the wall in my business, like going really fucking hard, I can feel it, because now all the pressure is built up, and I finally have a bit of, I won't even say motivation, it's just fear, that I need to like get my shit in order and get my business off the ground like properly, so I can offload work to my employees and so on, instead of just me doing everything else all the fucking time. So what I'm gonna be doing is just working hard on it, and yeah, let's say the gray card doesn't work, I'm probably gonna be looking out for some more jiggly if I don't see any. I've saw two that I do like, but problem is one of them is in fucking Jacobils, which is really far away from where I live. I won't lie, that's a half a day journey. So I don't know if that's worth checking out. And my friend is already getting a bit annoyed because I said yes on the red card, and now I'm like, quote, having changed my mind, because the thing is, okay, I would take the red car or the red one if the door wasn't as fucked, because the thing is, I checked how to repair the door and so on. It's not a complicated process, but it's a fucking tedious one. It's a really fucking tedious one, and to be honest, I don't know if I would have the time to do that. And I mean, yeah, my friends could do it and so on, but the amount of money I would have to go into it, and also I have to like coat the car, I have to prep it for winter, I have to change the wheels on it too, like about 1,000 something bucks on it, so 3K and then plus 1,000, or I get one that's for 3K, 3.2K, and then I don't have to invest almost anything in it except some new amortizator, which I checked online was like what, $100, and plus fixing it, let's say maximum 200. So it's technically cheaper, and it's already like well, done pretty much, and has the fun sign on it. I want to check the interior. I really hope the interior is good on it. If it's not, then there's no real point. I would just might as well just pick the red one at that point. So yeah, it really just depends on the interior, and my friend is gonna do a technical, like a technical thingy on it, and change the amortizator for the technical uppskatten. And if all goes well, I could be driving it around. Shit, I mean, if I do decide to buy it, I'll be driving in it back home from Riga. And yeah, but tomorrow, man, I'm gonna have one fucking busy ass day. So yeah, I have to pay the rent tomorrow too. And yeah, so that's that, I guess. I'm really fucking nervous. I don't really know why. Also, because today it's my obligatory day off where I do jack shit, which I spent a bit of time in the morning just talking to my client, and yeah, man, I really need to get my shit together because I've been pretty complacent as of late. So yeah, fitness, finance, freedom, man. But the gray one, I'll just have to get it repainted. So yeah, I would like to have it communist red. Maybe cherry red. I'm not sure yet. Assuming I buy it, because it seemed to be okay. Uh, Buying a car that you actually like is a pretty fucking hard process apparently. So yeah, tomorrow is gonna be one busy day.
I got about 2 hours to do jack shit, I guess, because I have to go to my brother's and mom's birthday party. We're gonna be going to a fucking sushi restaurant, I think. I'm not that big of a fan of sushi, admittedly, but it is what it is. I'm just nervous. I'm tired and I'm nervous, but man, once I get one good week of hard work, I'll get back into the flow. I'll keep pushing it, and to be honest, I'm gonna film those 2 YouTube videos that I've already scripted, but I don't think I'm gonna script anymore. I just need to put all my focus into outreach. I'll keep trying to do everything, but to be honest, I think I'm gonna do outreach until I get some more clients, get the client work sorted, offload it to the proper video editors, and then once I have more free time, I get back into making content. Because as of right now, I don't have a specific reason to why I'm making content, except that I want to, and it's a long-term thing that I should be doing. So I'll try to maybe capture moments, something similar to this on my archive, where I just talk and yap about random bullshit. But on that channel, it's gonna be related to video editing, and maybe occasionally I'm gonna edit them or something like that. So yeah, that's enough for now. See you. So I am finally back. I look really fat on camera. That's great. I'm eating up some food like a fat ass, and I just got back from checking out another Lada. No dice though. I'll be honest. I liked the interior, but that was about it. Like, I don't know. I didn't really like the color, and I would have to repaint it, which is a huge fucking hassle. Sadly, me and my friend both came to the decision that I should get the red one, and guess what? I kid you fucking not. They sold the red one about 20 minutes after I called them about it. It's like, yo, I'm interested. I think I'm gonna buy it. I can pick it up today. I got the cash. He said, look, we got another customer taking a look at it, and if he gets it, he gets it. And I was like, well, shit. So yeah, point is, I was too late. The other guy decided to get it, and now it's his. And now I don't have a car. Well, I not like as in I had one before. I don't. But point is, no luck getting the perfect one. This is what happens when I'm too picky. But here's the thing, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. I need to put my camera somewhere where it's like I don't need to like keep moving it around. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise, because to be true, like the red one would have put in a lot of work, but I would have loved it. The white one I would have to repaint it and so on. And to be honest, I didn't want to keep it white. I wanted one to be red, or at least the color I really liked. The interior was nice. Technical standpoint, it was okay, but I just like the red one a bit better. So yeah. Plus, it was in really good technical shape and no rust. So yeah, literally, my friend went through it. Literally, like, there's no real rust on it. The only like minimal amount of rust that it was for a fucking 45-year-old car. There was only like on top of the doors, like the little gap between the chrome, and that's it. That was literally it, which is fucking so mine. Like, unless you're literally not crouching, but like hovering above the car, you literally cannot see it unless you're specifically looking for it. So yeah, engine was in good shape, low mileage. Everything about it was good except the interior, which was the main reason why I hesitated on it. So yeah, that's the main problem. And now it's gone. So kind of sad, but so. I'm just really hungry. I'm sorry. I gotta do some work, edit one more video, then hit the gym. So, what was I talking about? I completely forgot. Alright, the jiggles. So yeah, sadly, no luck with that. But, you know, it is what it is. Other than that, some good news about today is I woke up at 5:40 in the morning, but I fell back asleep and woke up again at 6:40. So I just napped in another hour. Honestly, I was feeling pretty alright. I wasn't as tired as I expected myself to be because, you know, when I wake up early for the first time in a long time, you know, I usually feel like shit. But woke up feeling pretty alright. Got work done, did it pretty fast too. Managed to get to the train in time. My skin, so however, isn't doing so well. I'm having a reaction to something. I'm not sure what exactly, but it's not good. So I'm a bit self-conscious about that. That's about it. But hey, who knew finding your dream classic car is gonna take longer than 1 week? Because yeah, I've checked out 3 different ladders now. First one was in pretty bad shape. I just liked the color and that was it. Second one was a red one, which I honestly I liked, and I said I would like to pick it up once it's done. Once it does the Technisca. It did go through the Technisca, but it didn't pass. So I was like, okay, it's gonna take some time till it's fixed. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go check out this one while the car is getting fixed. The guy sent me the car is fixed, but I already said like, okay, look, I got this one more car I want to check out. If this one doesn't work out, then I want the red one. He said, okay, cool. So I go check out the gray one. I don't think I'm gonna take it though. I don't. There's some more work on it, and honestly, I don't think it's worth it because I would have to repaint it as well, and well, it's just not worth it. I don't think so. I did like the tire rims or the discs. I forgot what they're called. Those were cool, and the interior was nice. By nice, I mean not fucked up. So yeah, but that was it. So, I don't know. I didn't get that vibe, which is kind of hard. Like I didn't like the color either. It's like grayish white. It's like it's original, but I don't give a shit if it's original. I really don't. I just want the color that I want, and I want a communist red one. So, uh, yeah, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to find the right one. Hopefully I can find one till New Year's. That would be cool. Because most of those cars are getting like fucking put away in their garages for the winter, so maybe more are gonna pop up. Me and my friend sat in the parking lot of Lidl just going through cars so we can check out, but no dice there either. So yeah, a bird just flew right next to my window, scared the fuck out of me. You know what's been happening the past couple of days? Birds keep flying in my window while I'm working, like really hard. They just fucking. It's like the glass is gonna shatter. It's crazy. So yeah, um, I mean it is what it is. I can't say much else. So that's enough for now. See you. So just finished reading the book Ego is the Enemy, and I mean pretty decent stuff. Honestly, I mean it's not a particularly big book. It's what 180 pages, something like that. Yeah, barely 180 pages. Took me a little while to read it though, because you know, being lazy and all that shit. But yeah, I don't particularly have anything to comment on this book all that much because everything in here is just straight up facts about ego and so on, how it can destroy us. And especially me, who for some forsaken reason has a huge ego.
some aspects were like, even for the first time in my life, I even highlighted a piece of a book because for, well, in most of my life, I have just taken books out of the library, so I can't do that. But now that I can actually buy books, oh, right here, I just found it. Just one section of the entire book that I've highlighted. To be honest, this one side of it, it's not even that much with that much that has to do with ego, but just in general clarity. Um, yeah, I mean, it mostly just talks about clarity, about like you have no idea what the fuck is going on and only makes sense backwards. That's pretty nice, but besides that, I don't really have all that much else to comment on it. Decent book. However, I do think even though the lessons here are really good, these are the types of lessons that, and he even said it at the complete end of the book. He basically said something along the lines of him reading the inspiration material for this book about also about ego and so on. And even though he understood the book emotionally, not emotionally, but like intellectually, he didn't understand it emotionally because he hasn't learned the lessons yet. Which I also do believe in one thing, that is there's two types of lessons. One that you can learn, and other ones that you need to live through. And I think that this ego part is one that it's not a thing that you just learn and then just do, and just put into your life. It's more of a become aware that ego takes over sometimes, and once you do notice the pattern, try to minimize it. But the thing is, ego is, it just comes and goes. Sometimes you feel completely like shit, sometimes you feel king of the world. It's just the way it is, and that's why it's so dangerous. It's pretty volatile. It can, like, ego is the enemy, but I mean, sometimes it can also benefit you in some really specific situations. At least that's my take on it. The book doesn't really say that it's going to help you, it just says all the negatives about ego and how to avoid them. But mostly just, it's mostly about awareness. There's no particular tips on how to deal with ego, uh, which, as I mentioned before, I think it's a lesson that people just need to learn. Or maybe just I need to learn. Maybe other people can learn from this. I think ego is a lesson that I'm gonna have to live through because I read this book and it, well, I didn't expect it to solve my problem, but it did give me a bit of insight, so that's nice. Overall, I rate this book a solid 7 out of 10. There's a lot of words that I don't know, but that's just me being a fucking hillbilly, I guess. So yeah, I had to look a couple of those words up because I have no idea what the fuck they meant. But yeah, I mean, well, it wasn't that hard of a read, to be honest. And a couple of these examples are ultra specific. I don't know if Ryan Holiday is a big fan of sports, but I could not give two flying fucks about football or whatever else was it, fucking cricket. I don't remember. But yeah, but this one passage that I did highlight, which is really nice. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has talked about this temptation. He reminds himself that there was no aha moment for his billion-dollar behemoth, no matter what he might read in his own press clippings. The founding of the company, making money in the market, and the formation of the idea was messy. Reducing, reducing it to a narrative of retroactively creates a clarity that was and never will be there. So yeah, pretty much that's most of the emotion that I feel within my business is just I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I genuinely have no idea. I'm just winging it pretty much and hoping for the best. I'm making key hires. I'm trying to get more clients so I can actually scale my company with my team and so on. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I know how to video edit. That's about it. But the thing is, a couple years ago, I didn't even know how to do that. So maybe a couple years from now, I'll be able to do this. And the thing is, I'm not a very patient man. I don't really know why, but I have to keep reminding myself that this shit takes time. It's not going to be fast. It's not going to be quick. Even though there's people who have done it before me, who've done it way quicker, they've done all of this. There's other parts of the story that I don't know. So, yeah. Especially now that I'm like restarting my quote unquote like uh, restarting my business and self improvement journey kind of is, you know, taking ego into account is kind of important now. So yeah, I had still do have a huge problem with ego. I don't really know why I'm this way, but the best part is that once in a while I do ask a couple of my friends about, like, I do mention it and so on. The thing is, they say they don't even notice it. Maybe I'm just ultra self-conscious about it. I don't know. But then again, I've only talked about this to maybe two friends. So yeah, my sample size for me being an asshole towards other people and acting that I'm better than them is not that big. Uh, there was a saying by Dwayne from Wrangler School, something along the lines of an empty wagon rattles the loudest. Something like that. I don't know why, but it just came to mind. So yeah, read this book. Be alright. I don't got that much to say about it, honestly. That one passage though did give me passage. Is that right word to say? Passages of Bibles. Not a. I mean, maybe. Yeah, but about clarity, this part is pretty cool. So, yeah. Finish this book. The book I'm going to be reading next is. Okay, I read the almanac. I read this. I already read that. I already read these two books. I guess the next book I gotta read is this one, which I really like the previous one, Mark Manson. This one is Everything is Fucked, a book about hope. The previous book about the subtle art of not giving a fuck, genuinely at the bottom of my heart, as of right now, probably the most influential book I read. I've read, I don't know, maybe in total, if I had to guess, 35 to 40 books, which isn't a lot, I'll be honest. It's not that many. There's people who read one book a week. Fuck, there's probably people who read one book a day, but for me, as somebody as fucking illiterate as me, I can barely fucking read. I need to be spoon-fed information. I'm not particularly bright. It takes me a long time to learn things. But man, I like that book. I really like that book, and probably one of the most influential books I read. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Maybe it was right place, right time, but geez, I needed that book bad. And when I read it, it just like it clicked. I wouldn't say that it like created a new sense of ideals. It just like I had a suspicion about some certain ideals, and the book just solidified them, and I took action on them. So it's not the gunpowder, it's the trigger, I would say, in my case. And even though, of course, everyone deals with anxiety or whatever, but in general, when I really look at the bigger picture, I don't really care about that many things. Like, they don't affect me all that much. And I remember also, I read the book, I think, before most of my clients dropped me. And to be honest, that was a shit fucking week. And that 1 week, I lost all my clients. This was back when I was going through the legal battle. So yeah, I couldn't really work. I couldn't do much. And plus of the New Year's and people changing and so on, I lost all my clients in 1 week. And I had read the book before, and I remember I stopped. Like I had a conversation with one of my ex-clients. I was like, okay, cool. Just remember what the book said, and then I really thought it was like, okay, they pay this one invoice, and what then? What? I just get more clients. That's literally it. That's the next step. So in the end, it's not that bad. But previous, I would have had fucking, I don't know, panic attack. Oh my god, my life's falling apart. I'm gonna have to go to university, all that shit. But I just kept my shit together. And the thing is, my parents didn't know anything about it. They would have the perfect amount of fuel and fire to force me to go to college or something, which we did not have the money. You just didn't have the money to go to any college. I could not get into any budget places because I'm not smart enough. My grades were not good enough. So yeah, and especially what I wanted to do, those schools do not exist in my country, so I'd have to go abroad and expenses and so on. So that's a completely different hassle. My point is that book really has really influenced. Of all the books I've read, that's done maybe 80%, if not more than that, 90% of my mindset.
in a way, comes from that book. And I really love that book. So I think this one, I don't know shit about it. I didn't even know that Mark Manson wrote this book. I just saw it and I bought it immediately because I remember the first book was amazing. The second book, I hope it's going to be at least half as good. Even if it's half as good, that's shit. What, half of the 95%, that's 45%, I think. So, yeah. I'm gonna start reading it since I finished this book and hopefully fall asleep. I'm getting a bit tired, but how many pages are there? Shit, 300. This is a bunch of fucking notes. There's a bunch of notes. Okay, so the actual book is 236. I mean, that's not much different. What, 50 more pages than the previous one? So yeah, I'm gonna start reading this. Also, funny note, my bookmark is a fucking diagnosis from the doctor. Something about blood. I don't remember. Something. Assumptions, datums, pilna diagnosis. And a bunch of numbers and something I can't even pronounce. So yeah, something about blood work and me having something I don't remember, but that's basically my bookmark. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading. Yo, so hopped off a call that Cammy was supposed to be at. One of the guys that like I'm working with at the agency. He didn't show up because he's in Colombia, and the other guy, Alex, also did not show up. So basically me and a couple of guys that do ads and so on, we were just chatting shit for about an hour. It was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed it more surprisingly than I thought. I was actually kind of dreading the calls. Like, man, I don't want to go on a call and just listen and just stand there for like an hour, because every single time on a call I always stand up. I have a standing desk specifically for having calls pretty much. But actually I really enjoyed it. That was a really fun call. And also another thing that I'm talking about, want to talk about is this ego thing. And yesterday I read the book Ego's Enemy, finished it, made a mini review about it. This is probably the clip after that. The funny thing is, they kept asking me questions like I'm some sort of mentor or whatever. They keep asking me editing video questions, how to edit faster, how to get more clients, and emails, writing emails, shit like that. And I even plugged my YouTube channel where I had a couple of videos about that topic, and they're talking like, yo, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions later if you don't mind. It's like, man, I don't care. Send me questions. These people, for some fucking reason, they think I'm like some video editing master, some fucking genius, but I'm not. I'm retarded. I have no idea what I'm doing. Like right now, this video is a form of procrastination because I'm supposed to be editing a video right now. But okay, here's the thing. I've been editing videos today that I actually didn't need to edit. I was supposed to be doing something else, but that didn't happen. So I started editing client videos ahead of time. I already started this one. It's like halfway, actually not halfway, like 40% done. So I might as well finish it tonight and go to bed. And tomorrow I can focus all my energy on outreach because I need to get more clients. And the thing is, these people think I'm like some sort of fucking genius. They ask me a bunch of these fucking questions like, man, you're the youngest of here. I kept joking like, every single person that I talk to here is always older than me. I have not met a single one that's younger than me. Every single person is older. Now, they, for some reason, even look up to me, even though I'm a complete fucking dumbass. I don't know why these people, maybe I'm just so fucking good at pretending I'm someone. Maybe I'm so fucking good at it. I don't know. Like, why do people think I don't understand anything? I don't understand jack shit. Yeah, I told them the advice that worked for me, and it's like, holy shit, this is sauce. Like, how the fuck you not know this? This is common knowledge. At least I thought it was common knowledge, but apparently fucking not. Because like if I say a word with more than 3 syllables, they'll think I'm a genius. Like, what is this? Why do people trust me on these specific topics? Like, it is fucking. Is it the play button? Is it, what the fuck is it? I don't get it. Why do these people trust me? Why do these people ask me questions and think I'm some sort of fucking genius? I am brain dead. I am fucking stupid. I don't know anything about jack fucking shit. And they're asking me for advice? They're even like checking out my YouTube channel. Like, come on. Why? I don't get it. Why the fuck? Like, it's like pristine, not even imposter syndrome. I'm not even somebody worth listening to. Why do these people give a shit what I think about specific topics? They're asking me all these questions, like, well, I answer them as much as I can. I was like, yeah, this one. I was like, yo, what do you think about long form? I said, like, yo, there's this one question that, like, he was like, man, it's such a good answer to it. Honestly, it makes so much more sense. And his question was like, what is more like better to do, long form or ads and so on? I said, look, I don't think it's about the editing videos itself, what specifically it is. I think it's the people you're working with. And then like I went into a huge topic about it. We talked about it and so on. It was like, holy shit, you're right. This is so much sauce. Thank you for giving me this. I'm gonna hit you up later and ask you a bunch of questions. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. But then I hopped off the call right now recently, and I was like, why the fuck do these people... Why? I don't get it. Like, what the fuck do they see in me? It's not like I just open my phone and show me my Stripe account. Like, oh, I made this X amount of money through video editing. I don't get it. I don't know why... Why the fuck do these people trust me? I just don't get it. I really fucking don't. Because, like, even when I'm talking to them, I'm in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, like, why the fuck am I, like, why are you asking me this? Why are you asking me? Like, who else? Is it because they just, like, the moment they see someone doing even slightly bit better than them, I'll give myself that. Maybe I'm doing it just a bit better than them, and I'm willing to give my time and day to actually answer their questions. That's why they think I'm a genius or something. Because the way that they... Look... Maybe it's internal narcissism. I don't know what it is, but they were like, "Fuck!" I even told them like, "Look, bro, I'm just some fucking guy. I don't know. Like, I'm not a coach or anything. I'm just like, I can tell you what worked for me, and that's about it." It was like, "Yeah, anyway," you just started fucking glazing, and I was like, "What? What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, yeah, bro. This is awesome. I want to hit you up about like some more questions and so on. Like, what the fuck? I don't know shit. Why do these people think I know anything? I'm a retard. I don't know anything. These people think I do. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't know why. I talked with Rod about this, and he said like, "Look, it's just imposter syndrome." But I don't think it's imposter syndrome, because for you to have it imposter syndrome, that will mean that you just don't feel like you fit in. I do not fit in. I am not quote unquote a really successful video editing agency type dude. I'm just in the beginning. I told him like, he asked me like, "Oh yeah, how do you like manage your team and so on?" I said, "Look, bro, I've had the team for maybe a month or two. I can't tell you any tips on that really." He's like, "Look, just give them really clear instructions, do this, and that's it." It was like, and he's sitting there in his notepad like, "What the fuck? I don't know anything. Why are you writing this shit down? It's scary. I don't like when people take my advice and like actually gonna take it and actually use it. Terrifying, bro. It's fucking terrifying." Anyways, I gotta get back to work. Good day, another video, another answer. This time it is Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects acting up. It's been fucking loading and I keep restarting it, I keep trying everything. Adobe, After Effects has crashed at least 4 times already. Premiere Pro just doesn't even open at this point. I don't know what the fuck to do. So yeah, I made, well, my plan for today is to do a bunch of outreach, which I already did a video and did some research in the morning too. I'm doing more videos, but this keeps fucking happening. It's starting to really piss me off. At this point, I'm getting hungry, and I got a fucking shit ton of things to do. I gotta hit the gym as well today. I have to review the videos that the 2 editors have been doing, because I haven't checked it. I have to plan for next week. I have to apparently some revisions and so on. In point is, I have a fuck ton of shit to do today, and things like this. Of course, they happen exactly when it's the most fucking inconvenient time. Like, if this were to happen to me, I don't know. To be honest, maybe not this week, but let's say last week, I wouldn't give a fuck. I would just restart my PC and call it a day. But come on, I got so much shit to do, but this thing just won't fucking load. Okay, let me try again. I have Why is Chrome crashing now? Now, I haven't even selected it. I was clicking on Premiere Pro and no Chrome there. This is probably, you know what this happened? Last night, I did not have a single fucking problem. You know what happened last night? I kept ignoring the Windows update until now. Yesterday last night when I was shutting down my PC. It literally did not give me an option to turn my PC off without updating it. So I was like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna update the PC. And now guess what? I updated and shit like this has happened. I don't know if Windows is at fault here or what, but something's clearly fucking wrong because I did not have this problem literally weeks or... I don't remember last time Premiere Pro crashed. Maybe 2 months ago when I was like doing some crazy effect on a 4K footage. And then it wasn't really a crash, it just froze for a second and went back to normal. Like, I got a pretty beefy PC, but come on, this is fucking stupid. Now, like, Chrome has crashed. Now, what the fuck is this? I can't open anything. And I'm scared that I'm gonna, like, close everything and they're gonna just fuck off all my progress. Applications not responding, end process. Get the fuck out of here, man. And I already pressed end process. What the fuck do you want from me, man? Like, everything, like, Premiere Pro, After Effects, everything is just broken. What the fuck is this? I want to get some fucking work done. What the fuck is this? And there's nothing I can do. Like, I don't want to turn my PC off, so I'm literally... If I turn my PC off, that means I could literally lose a lot of fucking progress. Which is... What is going to be faster? Starting from scratch? Which shouldn't even happen? Thank you, fucking... I'm pretty sure this is Windows. It's pissing me off, man. Oh my god. This is the reality of... I keep fidgeting with the fucking... I got a new lighter, and I just keep fidgeting with it. I like the texture on it. It's like... I don't know, it doesn't really show well on camera. No, it's not real gold. It's just some piece of shit fucking lighter from China, probably. Has a nice pattern on it, and... yeah, it's just really nice to fidget with. I keep fidgeting with the lighter every single damn time. I have a silver one that sits over there for lighting the candle, and this one is here just for me to fidget around when I'm thinking. I'll be honest, it's kind of annoying. I do this thing with the lighter, like I slightly bring it up and then the spring like shuts it back down. It makes a sound. But the thing is, when I'm out in public or something, for some reason I have the light in my pocket. I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke cigarettes or anything. I do smoke cigars occasionally, but that's for special events. But yeah, basically I do this thing, and I can tell with it. Oh, wait. Okay, well, you just missed it. So it literally just went black, and it said there's a problem. We need to restart, and everything just went black. So. That's cool. That's fucking amazing. Thank God for Windows updates. I love Windows updates. I did not have a single fucking problem with my PC for months until the update yesterday that I had to restart my PC and update it, and then I went to bed.
Connected to
And
NEW
EIT PC. Anyway, it looks like it's gonna be a fucking storm outside. By the way, it's Halloween. It's Halloween today, but nobody gives a shit because this is Latvia, and Halloween is not that popular here. We used to have Metin, which, to be honest, is a way cooler holiday. It's honestly almost the exact same thing as Halloween, but instead of giving candy, you'd like sing songs, and if they don't sing back, you just raid their kitchen or something. Like the old Latvian traditions. That shit is funny as fuck. 11 minutes ago, the project was open, so I really hope that it saved it. Let's see how much progress I lost. It's already 1 and I'm getting hungry. Huh. Actually, it looks... Oh, it doesn't seem like I've lost anything. Well, okay, that's great. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this edit and I'm gonna make some food, and then I have to do some more edits. So, yeah, it's enough for now. See you. So a couple hours have passed, and one thing I wanted to mention, 2 things. Number 1, there's a fucking bug on Instagram. Let me just show you.
For some fucking reason, I keep getting like a red, and there's like a message. It shows up here too, and I check. There is nothing here. There is no message, and it's been going on for a couple of days now. So every time I open it, oh, I got a message, and I check. There's fucking nothing. I check general. I check request, the hidden request. There's fucking nothing. I can't get rid of it. It pisses me off. Seriously, fucking. But anyways, I finished up with the editing today. Did the outreach, and funny enough, while I was sending out emails, I got a response from an email I sent out back in the beginning of April. That is a long fucking time ago. That's like half a year ago. That's crazy. I sent out that email half a year ago, and actually that was when I followed up. That's not what I sent it. That's when I followed up. Let me check the first email. I sent it back in March. I sent this email back in March, and this guy responded to me an hour ago now. So yeah, basically 7 months ago I sent out that email, and this motherfucker responded. So that's crazy. I sent out some more emails, did a fucking Twitter post, bunch of hoopla, much of doo-doo caca, and I am tired. But I gotta hit the gym. So yeah, did some invoicing today. I got both of us with one client. We're going through the videos, and like always, we keep getting confused which is from which batch. And I just reviewed it, and on my side, it looks different. So yeah, he would have been paying for one video like twice, but it's already been paid for in the previous batch. This is why I need the fucking software, which I keep forgetting about. That thing that I have a fucking message on Instagram pisses me off so fucking much. So let me just close that, close this, close that. I want to watch the movie Leon, and funny enough, me and a friend are probably gonna go trolling tonight because it's Halloween. We're gonna be pulling up to one of our friends' houses, and I don't know, getting up to some mischief. So yeah, I have to think of some weapons to bring as quote unquote a joke. And yeah, so I want to watch the movie Leon the Professional, and I think I don't have any costume or anything. I completely forgot it is Halloween, but I think it will be funny as fuck if I just pull up. I kind of have the fit. I have the jacket, and I even have the hat that I can turn into a ski mask. I got the boots. I don't want to bring my rifle because that would be fucking weird. I mean, I can bring my pistol, I guess, but I don't know if that's a good idea either. I mean, if I had like a BB gun. Wait, no, I don't have a pistol. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I do not have any pistol. I don't have any BB gun. I have a pellet gun, and that's it. I do not possess any other weaponry or whatsoever. I completely forgot I left some food out here. I should probably put that in the fridge. Bye-bye. So, just hopped off the call. That it was completely unplanned. I was actually filming content in the middle of it, and I got a call with my client about some software stuff. To be honest, I'm way too tired to explain it, but point is, there was a huge opportunity that has landed in his lap, and if it goes well, he just wanted to share it with me. There's a lot of promotional stuff for me to go over, so he wants to launch a software app type thing, white label from a company that he's pretty much going to promote. We've cracked down the numbers on the call. It honestly, when we did the math, it was like after a year, conservatively, about 160,000 per month. And minus the fees and so on, basically 145,000 per month from just the software, that he would be earning. So yeah, those are huge numbers, and of course those huge numbers are going to require some promotion and so on, and that's what I go into. And I've done ads before, we talked about that, and there could be a lot of potential there. So yeah, good things about that. We talked about plans for the future, talking in instead of months, we talked about in years. So yeah, I guess we'll be probably working, if everything goes well, of course, and I don't fuck up, everything is gonna go pretty well into the future. So, yeah, I was planning on doing some other things tonight, but I am so fucking tired. I am so hungry, and my throat fucking hurts because I kept talking so many times. I filmed 2 long forms and 3 shorts, or 4 shorts, I don't remember. I would have to finish up filming tonight, but I just don't have it in me. So maybe I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I'll see, even though tomorrow I want to take a day off. And I have to go fucking buy some stuff because the funny thing is, in my kitchen, the fucking light bulb exploded about 15 minutes before the call. So, yep, that's about it. I don't have anything else much to report. There's a lot of things to talk about, but my brain just can't fucking handle it right now. There's so many things going on. So, a lot of opportunity, and we ended the call talking about our lives and so on, what we're up to, traveling and so on. He said, like, look, I told he was the first ever person besides a YouTube video of me yapping to myself when I told that I made 8 point something K in 1 month. And he said, look, you're doing this shit at 20 years old. Like, when you're gonna be my age, you're gonna be doing pretty well. And I was like, damn. So yeah, even though I feel like I have no idea what I'm doing, like absolutely no fucking clue. I feel like a moron most of the time. Sometimes I get those little hits of like acknowledgement, I guess you can call it. And yeah, he said, look, even if you lived in the state, because I said like, okay, well, compared there, like in my country, this much money actually means something. He's like, look, even in the US, you will probably be doing pretty well and stuff like that. But I feel like an asshole when I talk about my own success, even though in my own head I talk about it a lot, like the whole ego thing and so on. Yeah, but you know, a lot of things to do, a lot of work to do. Nothing comes for free in this world, so yeah. That's about it. I don't have anything else to say. Okay, so I don't know why I'm speaking to the microphone. I'm talking my phone. I just hoped of a call. It was a no-show, sadly. I haven't had one of those for a pretty long time. But I'm still talking to another potential client that I'm in their Slack channel because they want to onboard me and so on. We want to have a scheduled call, but our time zone's a bit different, so I'm just confirming the time. If yes, then today I'm gonna have another call at midnight. I'm not gonna plan on making a pretty long time one because I want to go to bed. But yeah, sadly the first guy didn't show up. One thing that was kind of odd, actually two things was kind of odd. The first thing, he just responded like, "Yo, like the stuff, blah blah blah." I was like, "Okay, cool." Like, yeah, and I told him, "Yeah, book a call," and then I had a call booked by supposedly one of his team members because um, the call itself is like client's name and my name, but then the email is somebody completely different. I have no idea who this is. I did some research on them. Supposedly, I think it's part of their team because both located in the same place, and their job description seems pretty similar. So I'm pretty sure it's just a team member. He filled out the form, but just quickly spammed through, so he didn't actually put any valuable information in it, and it didn't show up. So yeah, that's a no-show. Technically, I have a 2 no-show policy. Pretty much like if you don't show up twice in a row for a call, then I just don't really work with you because if they can't be even bothered to show up 2 times in a row, like 1 time I get it, but 2 times that's a bit weird. Then I usually talk over the DMs, but yeah, usually it's not really worth the time. They're just early indicators that this client is going to be an absolute pain in the ass to work with. So yeah, is what it is. No show. I haven't had one of those genuinely in a pretty long time, so I'm kind of surprised. But yeah, I guess I'll make some food because I'm starving and I got some other shit I need to do besides that. So that's enough for now, I guess. So, another day, another complaint. I'm pretty sure I already made a video today, but yeah, point is,
I got another call at midnight. Finally got that lined up. I was supposed to do it last week, but I don't know. They took forever to respond, I guess. But yeah, be hopefully having a call this midnight about video editing and so on. I did the whole channel analysis and everything. Some other things about my main client Stefan. I don't know how much I covered about it in the previous videos. Basically, doing a whole software app launch called Ryzen. It's a credit monitoring app where you can dispute and so on. The point is, it's basically after doing a product analysis of the competitors. Point is, I think he could actually take it over a bit. We did the math on it. We only need 200 users uh, just to like maintain it because it costs about like 3.5K a month to maintain that software, which on the scale of it, honestly, it's not that expensive. And that's only 200 members. Now we got his Discord community up to 700 and something members. A million half of it is not paid. We did an official run of it, but still a good chunk of them are paid. And if we can do that for Discord server, we could probably do that for the app. And we taught some marketing, some advertising stuff, and so on. One thing that I was gonna plan on doing anyways is learning how to do ads and hopefully build up my team so they're capable of doing that, because I know that damn fucking well that I myself cannot do it. I need more people than myself because I'm already stretched thin. But yeah, and right now I'm literally just doing fuck all because I got like 2 hours before the call, and I already did my presentation. If I like stress over it for no reason, then I'm get tired. I technically should maybe do some editing. To be honest, I just can't be asked. I like to relax a little bit. I got a lot of things on my mind. Uh, because of the lighting, it looks like I am. I haven't slept for a couple of days, but my sleep has been. It was great because initially when I was like locking in again, I was like, yeah, my sleep is pretty good. I'm waking up early now. I'm kind of back at waking up at like 7:20. Like I want to wake up at 6:30, but like every single day I wake up just like 5 minutes later than I should. Also go to bed. Like I fall asleep later. I'm trying to fall asleep. I tried like eating heavy carb meals about 2 to 3 hours before bed, so it would literally just knock me out. But even then, like I'm having trouble falling asleep. But yeah, client wise, I'm still working on getting new clients. I'll be having a call with a team member of a new client potentially because he wants to expand his team. I just want to get some things through, figure it out, what he's doing and what. I have to write in my notes like the prices and so on, because still right now, and especially for this guy, I can't really have a specific offer. I have an offer planned for the other guy who canceled it, like not even canceled, just went MIA. I have no idea what the fuck he's up to. It was great, like you just talk to somebody in the moment it calls up, and boom, they just disappear off the face of the earth. You can't contact them or anything. So yeah, I'll probably follow up with that guy tomorrow. More, I already followed up a couple of times today. Like not trying to be too pushy, like doing some basic things like yo, you didn't show up to the call. Just wanted to make sure that what I'm not gonna go into it because nobody gives a shit. But yeah, and right now I am just looking at my whiteboard about all my money and finances and so on, and I'm checking it, and I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy that in September I earned 8,690 euros. That's kind of crazy. Last month, well, I didn't earn 4 point something K because it was an invoice from last month, but it was around like 3 point something K ish. So yeah, that was cool. This month,
some invoices from last month. So yeah, it's already I think the 3rd or 4th November. Client work did some, but yeah, November is gonna be a busy month for sure. Yeah, hopefully by the end of November, start of December, I can close at least one new client. Hopefully, on the sales call, I'll close that one, so it'll be nice getting some extra work and so on. I'll see. Here's the thing: I don't really know the full situation of this client, so I don't have a solid offer for these people. I have an idea, but I'm probably gonna try to get them on something lower, just the video editing, and then upsell them on creating a bunch of products and so on. Because I already have a bit of experience with doing a paid Discord server with one of my clients, and it turned out pretty well. Even though right now he's not being that active on it. So yeah, it's almost, I wouldn't say self-running, but most of the people on it just talk with each other, like, and share results. Like, he doesn't need to be that engaged in it. He doesn't really do anything on it, to be honest. I told him, like, look, maybe you should, like, once in a while engage, but like talk a little bit to keep them, pumped and fueled up. But he said, like, we had a long conversation about this, but the point is, this guy, he really wants to step away from YouTube, uh, but he's looking to expand into other content. That doesn't necessarily mean, that's why I talk about the software. The software part, it's pretty complicated, but we sat on a really long call. We talked it through. We cracked the numbers on it, and I was like, you know what, this actually does make sense. I think the conversion rates make sense. The money that we could be earning from, well, by we I say him. I'll probably be getting like a lot of like marketing stuff that I'll be need to do. So I will probably do some big prices there. As for the videos themselves, right now, I probably have to raise the prices again because, like, ever since I took one of my editors on it, I was like, I'd like to keep a decent profit margin on this. My margins are still good, but like, why the fuck not? Because yeah, I still feel like I'm technically undercharging, even though this one client pays me around like 2 point something K a month. This one client, and then the other client that I have, Cami. Before I had Wallet Monkey, but I don't know if I mentioned, but we officially like cut ties because the other channel was kind of weird. Is the guy who was running the channel, the main guy, he sold this channel to some organization, and I worked with the organization right during the transfer. But the thing is, the guy who, like, when you sell a personal brand, the guy still has to, like, make videos. But the thing is, he doesn't want to do that shit anymore. So there's like he can't be consistent. Like, they force him to make a couple more videos to. I don't know the details. I could be talking out my ass, but point is, yeah, he, as far as I understood, he just moved on to some other stuff. He didn't feel like doing it anymore, and since the income from that channel was getting pretty inconsistent, they're like, look, we're gonna be honest, like, we don't see this project going anywhere. And to be honest, I knew that project was not gonna go anywhere the moment I heard the news that like the channel was bought. Because like when I started working with them, I didn't actually know that they were in the process of it. I don't think it happened yet. But then like it came out like, oh yeah, like we're taking over the back end stuff. He's basically the face. So I was like, okay. I mean, if he keeps doing YouTube, nothing really changes. But yeah, he kind of wanted to stop. So he just didn't make any content for 1 month or something, or 2 months almost. And then I was like, yo, what's going on? I was like, yeah, all this shit, blah, blah, blah. And then we did a last batch of videos. The paid invoice was fine. But yeah, admittedly, I'm grateful that I even had that client for that long. I genuinely wouldn't think that I would hold that client on for almost like, I hold it on for like 7 months. Like, I did not expect, I thought it was like, when you go into a client relationship and like literally the first 1 or 2 weeks,
you immediately can tell if this is gonna be a long-term thing or a somewhat short-term thing. Like, you can just tell. Like, I'm not gonna pretend here that I have some sort of magical gift on like reading people, whatever. But like, you can just pick up on these little things. And yeah, my gut was telling me like, okay, the moment I heard that this was, I was like, okay, I mean, still technically doable, but it shortened it a bit. How long I'll probably be working with them, and then it stretched out to 7 fucking months, which when I actually, funny enough, when I mentioned and I talked to other video editors, I told them what my average like client retention rate is, like how long it is. I was like, well, on average, like 7 to 8 months. And like, what the fuck? You work with your clients for that long? It's like, yeah. I mean, I just think of the LTV, not the short term. I was like, man, like I like on a good month, like not a good month, but like on a good client who stays with me for like 3 months. I was like, 3 months. 3 fucking months is barely enough to grow a YouTube channel properly. Shorts don't count. Fuck those people. It's like, oh yeah, I grew this channel from 0 to 100K subscribers. And then they like say like, oh, I did it in like 1 month. But then like go deeper into the content. I was like, okay, it's the most like, how do I put this? Not degen, but like the most type shareable engagement content. But like, okay, you grew this huge page. Now what? There's no product that this person sells. They can't monetize their audience. The ad revenue on it is also pretty dog shit, because I don't mean to go into it. But point is like, they grow the channel real quick, but then there's no actual value. They create like some sort of magnet that attracts a lot of eyeballs, but the eyeballs they're not worth anything. For example, like, but I'm not saying I'm better in any case, but like my client, for example, who we built this channel, it is really fucking specific. It's really fucking specific where the things that he talks about, the things that he does, all this type of stuff. It is not, the videos is not something that quote unquote just go viral. Yeah, we have experimented with different types of content before. Uh, some that did well, some that didn't do well at all, some flopped, some fucking went viral. But in general, most of the content is really fucking specific. An average video does about like, what, 2 to 5K views on average. Anything about like above 5 to 10 is like a decent video. Anything above 20 is like pretty good. And we got a couple ones that are like 200K, 180K, and like and more than that. Like so yeah, those videos are kind of exceptions. But yeah, it's not exactly really a viral type of content. But he makes a lot of money from his YouTube channel. That is his coaching. That's his Discord server that we both like. Well, he launched. It's his server. I just helped him with a couple of the things. Um, Ad revenue too. That he, like his ad revenue is pretty good. Well, as of late, it went down because we got hit with a strike because some new YouTube policy about like specific types of content, and to be honest, it's complete bullshit. So yeah, we not only could we have quite literally never seen it coming, like there is no way that we could have seen it coming. And when I go through the guidelines and check the rules specifically, there is jack shit about it. There is nothing about it. Like genuinely, like the specific rules that we broke, it's stupid. It's just the way that YouTube is. And we talked about some other things, and he's like slowly expanding into software type things, because he says like, look, I want to step away from content, or at least like finance content, because he's starting to hate it like real fucking bad. And yeah, but he still makes it because he says, look, the after this big project about like the software that we're developing, like, look, I finally got the motivation kind of back, because the amount of money that this will bring in will be kind of crazy. We did the math, and like we redid the math a couple of times, and also did the views on it. And with the views that he's pulling right now, and the subscribers and the conversion rates, and we assumed a 1% conversion rate, um, which is like average, I would say. But I know his channel, the way that he like built. The point is, there's a lot more trust in his channel, so that I think the conversion rate's gonna be higher. And even though with 1%, with the views that he's pulling already right now, it would probably be around $100,000 per month. Per month, minus the running costs and some initial features that like cost for them to develop for the company that is actually making the software, because he's not making it himself. I don't know if I mentioned that. But still, like the maintenance cost is well, of course, depends on all the features, but somewhere around 3.5K, maybe a bit more, 4.5K if it's like fully decked out. But on 4.5K on maintenance costs for a software that makes $100,000 a month, assuming 1% conversion rate and the views that he's pulling right now, like shit, man. Yeah. And of course, if I can really find ways to bring more value to him, in that case of getting more views, getting more conversions, getting higher conversions, make the videos better, and so on, like I could hopefully take a good slice of that. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna be taking 10%. That's ridiculous. That's his entire thing. But like, I would like to have some sort of like percentage-based bonus on it to, keep working on it. So yeah, I'm still thinking about it, but that's gonna be next year. So yeah, with this client, I can genuinely tell. Like, when we started, like, the first month was kind of scary, but then we like talked some things through, read the offer, and so on. And ever since like month number 4 or 5 with this client, like, I had good vibes. Like, I just personally like the guy. Like, even if I like wasn't like, I would probably still chat with him even if we like didn't work together anymore. Like, just to check in, like, yo, how things are doing. Like, he's just a chill guy. Like the calls that we talk, we just talk about whatever. I've mentioned it 1,000 times before, probably. We just talk about technology, finance, like how the world is turning on, like flag theory, living abroad, like money and so on. And I remember last call, I didn't really talk that much. I made a short video afterwards, but I was so tired. I just want to go straight to bed. But he just talked about, look, you're already doing these numbers. Like I told, like he was the first ever person to I've actually like told, besides like my coach and so on, like outside of that video editing sphere, that I've told like I made 8.6K like revenue, and he's like, bro, how old are you again? It's like, I'm 20. I was like, well, I said like, yeah, well, I'm 10. He's like, bro, you're pulling this shit when you're 20. Like, I was not doing this when I was 20. And he's been in business for what, 12 years now, I think. And he's doing like, if I remember correctly, 30 to 40K months now. At least these past couple of months. But he does a lot of different things. So yeah. But still, in any case, he said like, look, if you just keep on this trajectory, you keep going, like, you will make it. You will do both. But the problem is, I don't feel like it. I just feel like some shithead. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. I never fucking have. And I started thinking about it more and more and more, and I was like, okay, at what point is the money that I'm making like I'm good? Because here's the funny thing. When I was making 300 bucks a month for my first ever client, I felt nice. I was like, man, I finally have some extra income. Of course, this is not good enough to live on, but still, it was nice. Then, after a while, I got used to it and didn't feel like anything. Like, then I had my 1,000. I remember the first ever time I made 1,000 euros from video editing, like, just purely my own clients. And I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. Like, I was still doing my other part-time jobs, but like I pretty much, after that, once I hit that 1K to 1.5K, I think I was like, look, I need to step away. Some jobs I just quit. Some other jobs I like slowly distance myself until like I basically like just like silent quitted those jobs. But after a while, like, then I was like, well, 1.5K, that's cool. That's basically a salary, but like, taxes, I want to live alone, I want this and I want that. And then all of a sudden that wasn't enough. Then during the summertime, I hit my first ever 3K a month, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And that was around the time right after I moved out. I was like July. I think July or early August, somewhere around that time. I hit like my first ever 3K month. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. But after you do the taxes, I was like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty alright, I guess. And I was like, you know what? What if I could do a bit more than that? So I worked fucking hard, and then I went from 3K to pretty much. I mean, technically, there was one that. I mean, actually, no, I'm not gonna count that. So I basically went from 3K to 8.6K, end of August, September, yeah, somewhere around that time. And then I hit that 8.6K month revenue, and my personal profit was 5K. And I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. But 8.6K is kind of close to 10K. and I was like, I don't think 8.6K is like enough. What if I hit that 10K mark? And here's the thing, it doesn't fucking end. It just doesn't end. Like, even right now, I still technically feel poor. Like, it's hard for me to explain it because, okay, funny enough, in this room, I don't know how much I've even updated, but like, okay, obviously, I have a couch. I moved that giant fucking thing over there in that corner. That's my whiteboard. That's basically my TV. I don't have a TV. I don't have a TV stand. There's still a bunch of old furniture that I haven't bothered to disassemble because things for me just move so fucking slow because I'm just focused on my business and stuff like that. But in any case, it's just like surreal. And the thing is that, like, since other people are praising me about it, like I talked about it some time ago, video editors, they were talking about me like, yo, this was fun. I'll be having a call tomorrow too, so yeah. But like the video editors like, yo, bro, you're doing pretty well. Like, I want to learn from you and so on. I was like, yeah, cool, but I have no idea what I'm doing. And then my client tells me like, yo, bro, you're doing pretty fucking well. Even if you were in the US, like you would be considered doing pretty well. And I was like, well, that's cool, I guess. But like in Latvia, this is like, it's not believable. I don't talk about it. My parents have no idea. My parents have no fucking clue. And I don't. I kind of keep. I want to keep it that way for a little while because I have a plan that once I make. Well, here's the problem because every single time I talk about it in my own head or with myself, the number changes slightly. But I would say I want to retire my parents. I genuinely want to do that. And previously I was conflicted on it because I didn't know how they would. I wouldn't say respond, but like how would their life actually change? Because my parents, if you are watching, I am sorry, but I genuinely think you do not have good money habits. I'm not talking about wasting money or fucking buying scratch off tickets. That's not what I'm talking about. But like your whole relationship with money is way different than I think it should be. I did not grow here by keeping the mindset that my parents had about money. I completely wrecked it. And I even told my mom this one time, and she was a bit hurt by it, but I had to say it. I told her, like, she gave me some money advice about some accounting stuff. And here's the thing. Also, this goes into another point, but I'm going to talk about that a bit later. Is I am not taking advice from people who are not where I want to be. And that, I mean, that hurt my parents. That hurt my mom a bit because, like, of course, imagine if you were if you have your own kid and your kid just tells me you're not good enough. That's gonna fucking hurt. And I kept like dodging it, but it's been going on for fucking years, pretty much. When I was starting out my business journey, I was like, look, this one time I just have to say it. I can't take business advice, money advice from a person who's a, well, I put it as nicely as I could, in a completely different industry where we're completely different mindset. That's what I said. But I think she picked up on it that like, point is, I said like, look, I'm sorry, but I can't take advice from you because you're not where I want to be. I have to take advice from people who are way ahead of me, and that's what I did. So yeah, and also another thing, double check everything when it comes to accounting. Please, for the love of God, double check everything, because here's the thing: if I just were to act, and I did this before, but then I got a fucking, I honestly, I don't even want to remember about it, but the whole government legal thing, yeah. I took some advice from my parents that turned out to be completely fucking wrong. Like, it is incomprehensibly how wrong they were about certain things, which thankfully, in the end, they did work out, but it could have caused me a lot of fucking trouble if I didn't, redo it and recheck it, and I had to talk to even multiple accountants, because apparently I talked to 2 different accountants, and they had different opinions on one thing. One turned out to be right, the other one turned out to be wrong. So, anyways, when it comes to accounting or anything like finance related, please double check. Like anything, just ask the people who actually know this shit, not just take your parents' word for it because they quote unquote lived longer on this planet and they have more experience. That doesn't mean shit. I'm sorry, but that doesn't mean shit. Just because you're older does not mean you know more. You know more if you know more. I am willing to take advice from people who are younger than me about specific topics where they're doing better than me. Like, most people that I take advice from are either about my age or a bit older. Generally, not more than, well, besides some few exceptions, people I talk to. Most people that I take advice from are not over the age of 30, except Mark Tilbury. I like Mark Tilbury. But everyone else is usually young entrepreneurs and people in my sphere, like other video editors who are doing really well. So yeah, they're usually about my age or a bit older. And the funny enough part is the video editors were asking me for advice. I was the youngest person in the call. I'm always the youngest person. I'm 20 years old. Everyone else, the youngest besides me, was I think 23 or 24. I was like, it doesn't sound like that big of a difference, but 4 fucking years, that's a lot of time. A lot can happen in 4 years. Like, genuinely, a lot can happen in 4 years. And I think right now I'm still in genesis of my business. So, yeah, it's only now becoming really a business. I was just a freelancer for like at least a year. And now I'm actually entering the business stage where I'm hiring people and figuring out systems and figuring out all this stuff. Because previously, I just had no idea what I was doing. I was like, quote unquote, mastering my craft. But now I'm just like trying to figure out how to manage people and how to, get things done on time. And to be honest, like, depending on other people is fucking scary. Like, because it's not in my control all that much. I can tell people when to do what, but like, that doesn't mean, like, that's, yeah, point is, yeah, that's that. Also, growing my personal brand, I filmed a bunch of videos. I had a long form video I was editing today. Yeah, nice voice crack, thank you. I would like to eat something, but if I eat something, I'll get really tired and I have to keep myself somewhat awake for the call. I'm probably not gonna have it longer than 20 minutes because I just want to go to bed. Like, usually right now, I would literally be reading a book and trying to fall asleep, but now I have to stay awake so I can make it to the call. Actually, what time is it? I guess I got an hour and a half of doing nothing. I want to conserve my brain power, but it is what it is. When I'm gonna stitch all of these videos together, it is gonna be the most incoherent fucking schizophrenic mess of all time. So yeah, I don't think anyone's, I don't even think I would watch that, because once in a while I do those Skitzo posts where it's basically I film a bunch of videos but I never publish them for some reason. Like, I just forget to, or I just didn't feel like doing it. But yeah, now I already stitched one video together that I was supposed to upload but I never did. And maybe I'm gonna stitch a bunch of videos together and add that to that one too. And it's gonna be like 2 fucking hours long. Jesus. Yeah. Actually, funny enough, this reminded me, one of my friends, besides another friend. Now there's 2 friends of mine that are aware of this channel's existence, and they have seen content on it. And he said that he kind of found it semi-accidentally. He just typed in Mikos Media, basically like my channel and so on, and he somehow found my archive channel. And it was like, and I was talking to him like, why the fuck would you like? Well, you didn't watch the videos. Oh no, I did. I was like, what? Why? Like, why do you watch it? It's like, no, you didn't watch it. You're bullshitting me. He's like, yeah, and then he talked about the last video I posted back then, which was the video about like avoiding greed in business. It was right after the project. And he recited to me, like, no, not recited, but like talked about it. I was like, what the fuck? He actually watched it, and I was like, huh? Do you people like? Okay, let's say hypothetically, other people for whatever reason is watching this. Why? Why? Go do the dishes, go do anything fucking productive. You are listening to some fucking retard 20-year-old yap about some bullshit stuff that pretty much nobody can relate to. Complete nonsense, schizophrenic ranting. Why are you watching this? This is a huge if somebody else is watching, why? Why the fuck are you watching? I am a brain dead moron. I don't know anything about anything. Like this, the only thing that people in my life even relatively compliment me on took me forever to figure out. This shit is what people like. People figure this stuff out in like 2 months. It took me 2 years. I am not the brightest bulb in the shit. Brightest bulb in the shit. Oh my god, I'm only proving my point. Point is, if for some god forbidden reason you're watching, please stop. Go do something else. Go do something productive. Because this for sure fucking ain't. I literally just, like, the reason I even make these videos. There's like, okay, when I started this channel, the archive channel, actually, originally it was not called the archive channel. It was called something else. But I transferred all those videos to this one literally because I just lost the fucking password to my to my account. That it was on a completely different Gmail because I didn't want to post it on my main channel back then, which was just Smokey. Because the Smokey channel was just random video editing practice and a bunch of nonsense. Uh, it was like there was nothing there. So I wanted to start a new channel, but apparently I didn't know that you can just make multiple channels with one email. So I made a completely new email. And also the benefit of that is like I didn't want anyone to see it. Like it was supposed to be like almost like a diary thing because there was three main reasons why. Number one, I wanted to get better on camera. I just knew it was a skill that I needed to practice. That was number one. Number two, I genuinely, at the bottom of my heart, at least even now I don't really I even now I kind of feel like it. I did not have anyone to talk to about these things. Genuinely nobody, because nobody in my inner circle was talking about these things. Like it wasn't a discussion there. And yes, I had people I talked to online and so on, but like I even yeah, I just stopped recording for some reason. But the main three things was number one, I genuinely was dog shit on camera. I wanted to get better on camera because I thought that was going to be a useful skill. Number two, I had nobody to talk to about like self improvement, business stuff, and so on. Because even though we live in this micro bubble of like everyone being an entrepreneur and so on, and this is shit like that, when you go out in the real world, they just look at you weird and like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, I don't want to talk about conversion rate. No, I don't want to talk about churn. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, point is, I had nobody to talk to, and also I was extremely socially anxious, socially inept. Like, I had zero social like communication skills at all. Zero confidence in myself. I could barely even hold a conversation with people. Like yeah, so I had to have some sort of like way to channel this energy, and I guess the third part kind of goes in the second one. Is like I had a lot of pent up negative energy back then. I was angry at the world, I was angry at myself, I was angry at everything and everyone. Like it was not a great place to be. And I had to like take that energy and frustration out somewhere. Because this is gonna sound psychotic, but when I was younger and I wouldn't say I had anger problems, but I genuinely I was angry a lot of the time. Sometimes I was so sick of it. The reason why I went to the woods, there was too many reasons. Number one, try to calm down and just enjoy it because I always like when I go to the woods and just alone, pure silence, even when it's dark sometimes, it's not even creepy for me. It was just like finally some peace and fucking quiet because home was really loud. I couldn't focus on anything, and yeah, whatever. But I would take an axe and I'll go to the woods and illegally chop down as many trees as I could. Just chop them down. Just take an axe, hammer out a fucking axe, like keep fucking swinging, chop one down, get another one, swing, chop one down, and like I just kept fucking doing that. That was a completely psychotic way of like managing that anger and stress because like here's the thing, it's kind of like working out. And actually this was I think before I was working out because I didn't have the money for a gym membership or even to eat properly. So like I couldn't bulk up, I couldn't eat the protein, I couldn't do shit. So that was basically my way of taking out that pent up anger. And genuinely, after like chopping down, when you chop down like 6 or 7 trees, well, obviously they're not that big. They're like what, this thick. That's like what, I don't know, 28, like 30 centimeter uh, radius or diameter. I forgot which one. I think radius. Like about that. Like yeah, like when you chop like 8 of those in one fucking evening, you're gonna feel exhausted. And after that, you're like, okay, now instead of being angry, I just don't give a shit. I just want to go to bed. So yeah, that was just somewhat. Well, I wouldn't say it was a good coping mechanism, but it was one of the few ones that I had. Um, so yeah, I used that for a really long time to get my anger out. Um, yeah. The forest guard, or whatever the fuck you call them, they probably not happy. So, if a forest guard is watching, I'm sorry. um, yeah. By the way, all this is a joke. I'm totally not saying that just so it doesn't hold up on court. But yeah, anyways. It's weird looking back on it the way that I used to cope. I mean, I still have some sort of coping mechanisms. Uh, I uninstalled Steam, so I stopped playing video games when I'm bored. I usually just play them on Sunday because I force myself to take a Sunday off, but then I have nothing to do because I literally like I got rid of most of my habits. I don't make stuff out of wood and metal anymore. I don't craft shit. I don't do electronics. I don't I don't even go shooting all that much. And now it's even harder because well, I live in a completely different part of town. There really isn't anywhere to go shooting. And I don't have a car yet. I'm planning to buy a car, but right now that's just not a priority, to be honest. Yeah, if I do get a car, then yeah, I'll probably go. Maybe I'll go shoot more often, so it's more fun. This Sunday we're planning, me and my mate, to go duck hunting again. Should be nice. Should be fun. Finally, an activity that I look forward to. What else? What else? I mean, shit. A lot of things were fucked up with me when I was younger. You know when kid like you know that meme was like the neighbor's kid, like go play with the neighbor's kid, like but he's a fucking weirdo. I was the neighbor's kid. I was that weird fuck. This is gonna sound weird, but in school, in like first, was it fourth or fifth grade even, I was bullied. But to be honest, I'm kind of grateful for it because looking back on it, I was like, I completely get why I was bullied. I genuinely was a weird fucking kid. And I won't say fucked up, but like something's clearly not there. But yeah, those sparks, I guess you could say. They made me who I am, so I can't really complain. In general, my life quality, even with all the complaining about business and so on, it is technically the best it's ever been. I wouldn't say happiness level. I wouldn't say happiness level, but I would say life quality. That's not exactly the same thing. because my peak happiness is of so far, and this was a long time ago, but I even drew a graph of pretty much every single year of my life, and I tried to recall every single thing that happened, all the good and the bad. And the happiest I ever was when I was around like 13 to 14 ish, like 12 to 14, somewhere around that range. That was when I was the happiest because my life was really fucking simple. I go to school, just fucking around with my friends all day because we had a good circle there. It was always fun. Like, we always got up to some mischief or whatever, get some goofy ass shit. Then we go home, fucking play Minecraft on Skype. Man, I remember Skype back then. This was before Discord. I mean, I switched to Discord in like 2017, I think 2018, somewhere around that time. Like, actually, maybe then I was 11, I guess. Like, somewhere around that, like, oh, fuck it, like, let's say 10 to 14 range. My memory's a bit foggy now, but somewhere around that. I had a really good group of friends. It was so simple. Go to school, fuck around, go home, don't do your homework, just play Minecraft for like 4 hours. My friends have a lot of fucking fun. Once in a while, we even had like organize a sleepover at a friend's house, just eat food, fucking watch TV, like fuck around outside, play with the snow. We even like slept in a fucking tent in the backyard. That kid is a bunch of lore. I have not thought about that guy for a really long time. Damn. Me and his relationship was a bit complicated. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's alive. I haven't seen, heard, or anything from him. The other friends of mine that I mean, I still am somewhat in contact with them. Like, I don't know, once in a couple of months. Like, we exchange some Discord DMs, or we meet in real life because most of them just grew up in the same city as me. So once in a while, you just do meet them. Um, but yeah, most of them I've lost contact with. I do wonder how they're doing. I haven't thought about this for so long. You know when you like have a memory, like some sort of memories that they just slowly come back. You can move. Ever since I moved out, this keeps happening. My short-term memory is just as bad as it used to be, if not even maybe a bit worse. But my like long memories from way back when are slowly coming back, and they usually come back in these types of moments where I'm just zoning out, or I'm trying to fall asleep, and I just like remember a bunch of shit. I don't know if I said this on this channel, but one friend of mine, I okay, this was back when long time ago. So he's new to the class. He moved from somewhere else before, and yeah, we weren't really friends back then. But I basically made a joke about him, and the class laughed, and that's about it. And it was not a nice thing to say, but I don't know why. I guess I got some social pleasure, like social fucking ego boost from that. And I completely forgot about it. Later after that, I don't even think he knew about the joke. At least he says he doesn't remember. Uh, yeah, so I kind of made fun of him. Class laughed. After a while, we actually like started talking, and like slowly became friends, like integrated into our group of weirdos. And yeah, and I completely forgot about that until like 2 months ago, something around that, like summertime. I was just sleeping in my bed, and I was like I don't know why. I was just zoning out thinking about school, and I was like, oh yeah. Then one time I found him. He was like, wait, what? I was like, man, that joke was kind of fucked up. Like, maybe I should have said that. It was like, I don't know if I don't remember if he was there or not. I remember I said the joke and the class laughed, and I apologized to him a couple, like, I don't know, a week or two later, once we met up for whatever reason. I don't remember why. But yeah, I apologize. He said he doesn't remember it, but he does appreciate the fact that I did apologize. So yeah, it's weird shit like that slowly just come back, and I guess now I remember the complete part of my life that I'd almost forgotten. This is also a part, forgot to mention about the three things. One of the things also is genuinely, I kid you fucking not, it might be a completely pointless fear, but I genuinely have a fear when I get old, I will have some sort of dementia, or Alzheimer's or something, and I just forget everything. And I want something for some. It's comforting that there's some sort of like backlog of myself in the moment talking about things. And my memory is dog shit. Like it genuinely is, and I don't really know why. Like I don't think it was as bad as it is now. Ever since I was a kid, I mean, I have a theory. Like this is a completely brain dead theory. There's no backing of it at all. But when I was around 10-ish, was around the same time where my grades started dropping, and around that same time, a piece of fucking metal from Soviet sling slammed into my head at really high speed. Like my ear got chopped and it got sewn back on and stuff. And I mean, as far as I know, I didn't suffer any like concussion or brain inflammation or anything like that. Uh, Honestly, but then again, my entire like recall of those events is extremely foggy. Most of the details come from other people. So yeah, I don't remember all that much specifically. I remember I was running and I got hit in the fucking head real fucking hard. I flew away, and since that moment when I was in the grass, bleeding, to me being in an ambulance, that's a bit of a blur. I've heard some things specifically that I have mentioned before in stories, but I'm retelling it. But to be honest, I don't even know if those are real. I assume they are because other people told me that's what happened, so I just said, fuck it, that's what happened. But yeah, ever since around that time, my grades started suffering. Focus was really bad for me. I could not focus, and but and I hang out more with my friends and just like didn't take school seriously. But then again, that is just what happens when you're a teenager who finds a group of friends and he's like, oh man, this is, you know what's fun? Hanging out with your friends playing Minecraft. You know what is not fun? Doing homework. Fuck doing homework. Like, basically that. So I can't blame my, like, retardation on, like, getting hit in the fucking head one time. Like, I just can't blame it. It doesn't make any sense. But, like, before that, I didn't have, as far as I know, I didn't have any signs of, like, really bad memory. But for some reason, like, I keep forgetting if I locked the door. I keep forgetting, uh, like a bunch of basic fucking things. Like, 4 fucking times I remind myself, like, look, let's say, oh, yeah, like right now to the gym. When I went to the gym, I was like, okay, take your fucking headphone, like the earbuds, whatever, to the gym. And I was like, you're gonna forget to do it. I was like, yeah, I'll remember. I reminded myself like 4 fucking times, and I forgot them. And I was like, and I checked my pockets. Fuck, I forgot it. And then I went back in and I grabbed them out. And sometimes this happens multiple times when I forget one thing and then I remember that I forgot another thing, and I just keep going back. And I was like, it's fucking annoying. So yeah, boys, I don't know why my memory is the way it is, but yeah, that making these videos is kind of a way of keeping a backlog of um, my life, I guess. It's kind of I don't know why it's comforting that there's something out there of you. Even if it's nobody watches it, I don't give a shit if anyone watches it. I really don't. Like, this is literally just for me, just talking about literally whatever. And now that I think about it, since most of the content that I make on this channel is me ranting, if I fucking get Alzheimer's when I'm like fucking 60, 70 or whatever, I'm gonna think I was an asshole because the only content on this channel was pretty much me just ranting and complaining. Because it was like a way to channel my anger back then. But now I wouldn't say I'm not that angry yet at the world or anything like that. Ever since I'm like started making okay money and I moved out and I have most of the things in my own control. Like I'm not that angry. Yeah, there are things that upset me. There are things that like I'm still somewhat maybe angry about, but I'm not as angry as I used to be. Um I'm not angry at the world, and the things that I am angry at, I kind of understand why, and I'm working on those things. But like, I don't really feel all that much anger anymore. I'm still human though, of course I do, but not as much as I used to. It's like I'm slowly running out of that negative fuel I had. It's hard to explain. Man, it's weird. It really is. And the craziest part is that everyone who's on a similar journey as me is probably going through the exact same thing. Some people that I once in a while meet, especially in video editing, is like I just talked to them and was like, holy shit, this guy is just me, but like 2 years ago. And then there's a couple of people that I talked to and was like, holy shit, this guy is me, but 2 years ahead of me. So like it's weird because there's so many similarities that just cross over, you know? It's interesting. It really is. I would like to eat some food, but I can't because I'll fall asleep. I'm already tired. How much time do I have till that call? Oh my god, another hour. It's like, my god. I'm getting a bit fat. Mm. Autism. Like, oh my god. I always wonder why my nose is all fucked up. It got like this, like, upper thing, like an amp, and then it goes like that. It's like, it's hard for me to, I don't know why. It kind of weirds me out. I've gotten a bit fat. Well, I wouldn't say fat, but like, I have a lot more fat than I used to. Probably because I've been eating like a fucking animal. Besides, like, I don't know. Somewhat recently, I stopped eating like an animal and started eating like a person. And by person, I mean I eat genuinely. I'm not kidding. For the past like 2 weeks, I've been eating one meal a day, around like 2 or 3 p.m. ish. Um, Now that basically all my clients are American, besides one English guy. Uh, what am I talking about? I don't know why I'm using PM. So, yeah, my brain is short circuiting, but also it's weird living alone. But kind of not. I enjoy the silence. I live in a really quiet part of town, in a really quiet house. I have met only four of my neighbors in this entire fucking house, only four of them. And above me, I haven't heard like for literally ever since I moved into like about 2 weeks ago, I did not hear a single fucking noise above me. Like not even a chair screech, not nobody talking on the phone, like nothing. And then about 2 weeks ago, when I was laying down in bed, I was like, about to fall asleep, and then I hear like a chair being dragged across the like around the floor. That saying like that sound. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, and I thought I was hallucinating because once in a while when I try to fall asleep, that happens. Like I have audio hallucinations. I don't know why. Been having them since kindergarten, but I was like, what the fuck? That wasn't real. Or if it was, like, I thought it was like maybe it's a neighbor next to me or below me because I know there's a lady below me that is alive, but I don't know if there's anyone above me. And I was like, probably five, even though it sounded above me. Then a couple of minutes go by and it's like I hear more sounds. I hear like a table getting moved or something. And I hear like glassware. Uh, yeah, stuff like that. I just got a message. Carlos? What the fuck? I haven't talked to that guy for at least a year, so I don't know what he wants from me. He just said he stumbled upon my mixed media profile. So yeah, I don't know what he wants from me, but I in general don't really. I don't have any ties with my old classmates anymore. Not really. I never really. I wouldn't say I had a bad relationship with them. I didn't talk to them all that much. Like I didn't particularly give a shit, and I didn't really give a shit about me either. So it's like why bother? Like I genuinely, out of both my heart for at least like more than half my class, I have not said a single fucking word to or had a conversation with for at least 2 years, even if we're like in the same class. Like it's crazy how that works. You can be in the same class for a really long time and still like not talk or anything like that. So yeah. Uh, Now I'm getting reminded of more things. Started talking about school. Now I remember. Uh, that reminds me because well, the guy who just messaged me, his name's Carlos. There's another different guy, but I'm not gonna say his name. But yeah, I used to work with him on a couple of jobs and so on. And I remember in the complete beginning, I actually used to look up to this guy. Because he had a job, he had a bunch of other shit. Like he had a couple of like privileges and so on. He was actually like kind of smart, and yeah. And I was like, I kind of looked up on him, and I was his assistant on a couple of jobs for a little while. And there was this one time where, like, when I was starting my business journey, I was starting to improve and so on. I took over his job position, and it was at school time. He called me up like, yo, he wanted to give me something I had to get to teach to a teacher or something. I don't remember exactly, like a flash drive. I don't remember the details, but point is, for some reason he wanted me to come outside. It was freezing fucking cold, and I was like, you know what, okay, whatever, I'll just grab the thing and go. I didn't dress up like warm or whatever. I was just in a t-shirt. It was freezing fucking cold. It was like literally like maybe -1 degree outside. And then we just start talking and just like keeps talking about a bunch of shit and so on about like our jobs. Like it's like, look, bro, it is fucking freezing. It's on my lunch break. It's freezing. I want to go inside, and I'm like trying to end the conversation. He doesn't, and he was like, okay. I mean, yeah, you got this job. How are you holding up? It's like, yeah. I was like, well, it's okay. We laugh about a couple of things about the people we're working with. And then he mentions like, "Oh, you're gonna continue this when you go?" I said, "No, not really. I don't particularly care about these things. I wanna do my own thing." Like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" It's like, "Oh, I wanna get into marketing." And this motherfucker laughed, like loudly laughed. I was like, he just like he genuinely thought I was joking. Like I was like a complete dipshit. I was like, marketing. He's like, "What the fuck you know about marketing?" It's like in that moment, like a part of my like soul just like I wouldn't say evaporated, but it was like cracked. It's hard to explain, and like the respect that I felt for this guy, like it kind of like fell off. I was like, what? Like what is your problem with this? Like you just like went on a couple of reasons and so on. I don't remember all that much specifically, but I remember how I felt. That like it was like I wouldn't say soul crushing, like it would sound kind of stupid that it was, but like it affected me more than it should have. And I was like, what? Why would you make fun of me? It's like I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Like you're clearly not that interested in what I would be doing, so why would you like laugh at my like whatever? So yeah, and ever since that day, the amount of respect I had for that guy at least was cut in half, like minimum. Probably because my ego was hurt, like really bad. But here's the thing, back then, like I genuinely was not doing jack shit. I was just talking about like wanting to do things. I wasn't actually like doing much. So I understand why. But still. Now I have a policy that like I don't criticize people or like laugh at people's goals and dreams. Like, no matter how fucking stupid I think they are, or like whatever, I just don't. I really do not. I past me would have, now I don't, because I kind of get it now. Because it's a sensitive topic for me, and I don't want to like be a hypocrite in that sense and just talk to other people that way. If so, I mean, of course, if it's like a joke or something, like you can tell it's a joke, then yeah. But like, if somebody's actually saying it that that's their dream goal, I don't question it. I was like, yeah, sure. If you think, if you want to make $1 million this year and you don't even know how to wipe your ass this year, I mean, that's you. Like, you chase your fucking dreams. Like, I am no one to fucking criticize you. What the fuck do I know? So, yeah, I mean, hmm, weird how these things work, huh? Your hopes and dreams. It's crazy that everyone just like goes on their lives just. I mean, everyone thinks about this eventually. I doubt there's nobody on this planet that doesn't think about this once in a while. But like, like the whole philosophy, like, why are we here? What's our purpose? Like, what goals do we want to achieve? What makes us happy? All these things that, in my opinion, I genuinely think are some of the most important things that we need to be discussing on the day-to-day basis. And they're not even taught in schools. Like, school is literally about math, language, how to fucking write a comma, how to, I don't know, like a bunch of whatever they teach in the school nowadays. I don't know, I barely finished it. But yeah, in any case, like, why are these things not talked about? The literally meaning that each individual person has of their own lives, whatever their goals want to chase, whatever they want to do in life, whatever makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, everything that we do is everything, and I do think everything that we do is a way to prevent death. That is everything, every single fucking thing. Why do you eat? Not to starve. Why do you dress yourself? Well, not to freeze to death or not to be exposed to the elements, and number like more like everything just goes deep into that. Like, okay, you dress not only to keep yourself warm because that's socially acceptable. If you do shit that is not socially acceptable, you will not have many friends, you will not have a partner, you will not have children, and you will die alone. You have a higher chance of dying alone, and all this stuff. Like, every single fucking thing goes to, like, even like the couch. Like, if you go long enough, you will connect to it. Uh like, okay, let's say hypothetically you get a nice car. Why do you get that nice car? So I get social, like, I get admiration from other people and respect. Why do you want respect? So people like me, and I have a higher chance of survival because I have more opportunities. I have more available, like, connections, job opportunities, whatever, like a bunch of fucking bullshit. Because you just reverse engineer. It's like, okay, if I don't have a good car, that means people don't like me. People don't like me, people don't hang out with me, people, I'm not social, I don't have a partner, I don't have any future in my, like, starting a family, like, and it just like goes back, it just goes back into it, like every single fucking thing, it just goes to avoiding death. And I just find that pretty interesting. And I guess, like, in a way that the way that you figure out, like, what is important and what isn't, at least the way I understand it, is the more steps there is from the thing to avoiding death, the less important it is. So the less steps there is, the more important it is. So food, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You don't eat food, you starve to death. Pretty simple. Like, okay, let's take another step forward. Eating clean food. Okay, clean food, you're healthy, you don't die. So there's another step in between. One is not eating food at all, so you die, and one is eating good food, so you're healthy, so you don't die early. So there's another step in between. And then it probably goes another step further, like eating things that you enjoy and is healthy. It's like, okay, I enjoyed this. It makes me happy. If I'm happy, that means I probably have a bigger chance of survival because, you know, I don't want to die. So yeah, there's 3 things already. Like happy, because I'm happy, it is healthy, and yeah, basically there's more steps before. It's hard for me to explain. I've been thinking about this for a little while, ever since I was like maybe, I don't know, 16, 15 or something like that. So yeah, I guess I gotta prep for the call. It's finally time. So, to be honest, I think this is probably gonna be the last video in this huge schizophrenic rant. I'll try to stitch this piece of shit together and export it and publish it. Because otherwise, if it's not gonna be 4 hours long, it's gonna be 20. So yeah, that's enough for now. See you.